Hi, beautiful people. I hope that you're having I hope that you're having a good day. It's 11:46, so it's probably morning for a lot of you. So I just wanted to come and do a check-in. I just wanted to chat with you. 504 girl. 504 girl's in the chat. Hi, 504 Doc. What's good with you? You guys, today's been a crazy day. Since this is a loose live stream, yeah. Since this is a loose live stream, I'm really gonna just talk to you guys for a bit. Hi, Catwalk. How are you, friend? Hey, 504 girl. How you doing? It's good to see you. I hope that y'all doing all right. I want to just talk to you guys about some things. Now, there hasn't really. Hang on, let me shut my door. Let me close my door for a second. I was going to do a vertical live stream with you guys and play some clips, but there hasn't been too much. Donald Trump did make a statement about the blockade at the Strait of Hormuz. And obviously, as much as I don't really want to talk about this one, but Donald Trump is being talked about for his Truth Social account. We had that picture of him. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking? Oh, Daisha, you already knew where I was going. Hey, Michi Black. Hey. So obviously I'm gonna have to play that. Getting sleepy. I know. MU, I just cried and cried when that man posted that image of him. Okay, Daisha. I was touched too. Still touched by it. Shocked even. I had to go on his Truth Social account, but by the time I went over to his Truth Social account, the image was already gone. What picture? Hey, Melissa. You want to see it? All right, y'all know I got a library of stuff. Everything I show is for educational for use purposes. Let me pull it up for you. I don't know if let me pull it up. You want to see it or no? 504 girl. If you want to see it, I'll pull it up. But yeah, he got a lot of backlash, and even people from MAGA is complaining about that because they don't play about the Pope. Now, Donald Trump says that the Pope has been soft on crime. You know, Republicans don't like that. But like I said, I'm here to report the news. Y'all want to see? Oh, you guys are asking me about it. Let me pull it up. I got you. You guys could judge it for. I'll let you hear the statement. Maybe it's on the site. Here, I'll show it to you. I think it's here. Hang on. I'm not making excuses. Why he going after the Pope? He's been having a back and forth. Well, he feels that he's soft on crime and a lot of other things. I'm not saying he's going after the Pope, but he's had some concerns. He's definitely has some concerns.
President Trump lashing out at Pope Leo, of course, the first American Pope, after the Pope's comments on the war in Iran. And tonight, the president also igniting outrage over an image he posted, the image appearing to depict the president as Jesus. The image drawing backlash from many of his own.
Okay, so now again, this news site is ABC, so you guys don't have to look about that. But that's the image. And Donald Trump said that he meant for it to depict himself as a doctor, not as any religious figure, not as Jesus, not as the Pope healing people, but as the doctor healing people. 504 girl, you guys didn't see it. You guys asked me to play it. Y'all asked me for it. Now I'm gonna play the video and we're gonna watch it. You guys asked me for it, and I'm gonna be unbiased in my commentary. This is what happened. I'm not.
Own supporters, some calling it blasphemy. The president tonight says he did post it, and what the president says he sees in that image. And tonight, Pope Leo now reacting to President Trump, who called the Pope weak and terrible on foreign policy, and what the Pope is now saying tonight. ABC's Mary Bruce leading us off from the White House.
Tonight, as President Trump ramps up his attacks on Pope Leo, he finds himself under fire for posting this picture that appears to depict him as Jesus. Many of the president's own supporters outraged, some calling it blasphemy. And today, Trump took the picture down, claiming he thought it showed him as a doctor.
Did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor.
The president adamant.
It's supposed to be me as a doctor, making people better. And I do make people better. I make people a lot better.
It comes amid that remarkable clash, the American president lashing out at the first American pope.
Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran.
Pope Leo has called President Trump's threats to destroy Iranian civilization truly unacceptable.
Attacks on civilian infrastructure is against international law, but that it is also a sign of the hatred, the division, the destruction the human being is capable of.
Overnight, the president posting Pope Leo is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy, adding, "I don't want a pope who criticizes the president of the United States because I'm doing exactly what I was elected in a landslide to do." Today, the Pope responding, saying he's not afraid of Trump.
I have no fear of neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel. We're not politicians. We're not looking to make foreign policy, as he calls it, with the same perspective that he might understand it. But I do believe that the message of the gospel, blessed are the peacemakers, is a message that the world needs to hear today.
Today, American Catholic leaders condemning Trump's attacks. Bishop Robert Barron, who sits on the president's Religious Liberty Commission, calling his words entirely inappropriate and disrespectful, saying he owes Pope Leo an apology.
There's nothing to apologize for. He's wrong.
Not apologizing to the Pope and not apologizing for posting that picture. But tonight, the White House has taken it down. Again, David, the president under fire for posting that picture. He says he thought it showed him as a doctor, but the vice president just moments ago saying something different, saying, quote, "I think the president was posting a joke." And of course, he took it down because he recognized a lot of people weren't understanding his humor. David.
Mary Bruce leading us off from the White House tonight. Mary, thank you.
Okay. Okay, no, we're not watching this. No.
When President Donald Trump announced a ceasefire with Iran this past week.
No, I do not want those shows on. I'm not watching that. Hopefully I don't get a strike over. Valid concern. Let me talk to you guys real fast about that. Hey, King Mafia Anthony, how are you? I just report on the news on what's happening. I in no way make excuses for anything. I'm not going to interpret it. Donald Trump said he was trying to depict himself as a doctor. Do I believe that? It doesn't matter what I believe. It just matters what was done. And that's going to be offensive to a lot of people. It's going to be offensive to Christians, and it's going to be offensive as Catholics. If it was a joke, I don't think that we're in a time where people are ready for a joke like that. And a lot of people don't get Donald Trump's humor. They did take the post down right away. But I have to agree with the vice president. It was because of the backlash. But it was too late. You guys know when you're the president and you are in these high positions, whatever you post. Now, after that post with Michelle Obama, and having that on the, on the social media site saying it was a staffer, you have to be careful with the things that you put online. And Donald Trump is being critiqued by the Pope because of the war in Iran. And because he feels that he is soft on crime. I do feel that Democrats in general are softer on crime than Republicans, which is not good. But the picture, I am just telling you guys what happened, because that's what happened. You're very offended. The Pope should have stayed neutral. That's right, Claude. Let me drop a link for Claude. That's right, Claude. Oh, wait a second. That came from Uncle Claude. You didn't hear me. You guys asked for it. I'm giving it to you. And yet the Pope didn't call out Iran after they smurfed their Grumpy. There's a lot of double standards. There's a lot of double standards. I want to. Well, I'll say here. Everything is not right or left. It's about character, and he keeps showing his. Okay, that could have been in poor taste. That could have been in poor taste. But I'm interested in how a person runs the country. He's just trash. Daisha, we know that you're going to feel that way. Claude said, come through, Claude. So Claude says because he should be only concerned about God's kingdom, which is more important than politics. I would have posted that on my community wall for you. If you guys are not on my community wall, that's where I post a lot of things that's happening. I did it because of how offensive the picture is for a lot of people. So I didn't want to post that. I didn't want to. You guys know I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I don't like anything that imitates that. So for me, I was going to post it. Now, the Pope, I do feel it's problematic to not support the commander-in-chief, because you can stir up a lot of people against our leader, and the country divided can't stand. I think that's problematic, but I'm not making excuses for the picture. I just think that it's nice to have people that support you, especially when you have a huge responsibility of running the country, of keeping our citizens safe. I think that when you have a lot of people that's against you and you're trying to run the country, that's problematic. It's just, hey, TC. How are you, TC? Could have been. Let me go. 404 girl, you have gotten really sensitive these last few days. I'm not understanding. Let me go, because the way my blood is boiling right now, I can't deal with excuses for his behavior with this. I gave no excuses. I told you guys that. So you guys asked me to play a video, and then you guys are mad at my video. We have to be able to talk about stuff, you guys. We have to. Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are we still friends?
Welcome.
You miss me?
No.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the picture?
Oh, he's a clown.
You just said that you thought that that the Pope should have stayed out of it. That's what you said.
No, and I still agree with that. He should have stayed out of it.
I dropped the link so you could expand on that comment.
Well, I will. In fact, that's the only reason you dropped the link when you saw me say that. But let me explain on both ends, because both things can be true, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, he's a clown for even doing that. And anybody who thinks that he's portraying himself as being a doctor. Which doctor? Dr. Strange?
I know that you guys weren't ready for me to drop the link yet, but so the picture was, let me not be like that.
Oh, that's it. You see? There we go. By the way, he did look a little orange in that picture, by the way.
I think that these times are too tense and people aren't ready for stuff like that. How you doing, 23 B-Rad? Explains that a dull, stubborn heart results in the inability to understand the truth, even when hearing it as a consequence of choosing to close eyes.
Do you really believe that he thought that he was portraying himself as being a doctor, ladies and gentlemen?
It doesn't matter what I believe. It doesn't matter what I believe. I just prefer to put the information out there and let you guys do what you want to do with it. Hey, John Smith. It doesn't matter what I believe. I know I knew that there was going to be outrage, and it's not just Democrats that's outraged about it. This is not a
No.
Republican or Democrat thing. There's a lot of people that were outraged and offended because, you know, when it comes to religion, this obviously goes against what a lot of people believe. So I'm not here to make excuses for it. You guys asked me for the story. I was telling the story. I'm always ready to produce the story, and that's what I did for you guys. So that's just what it is. Now, Donald Trump is best at trolling. He does troll a lot. He does troll a lot, Lawrence. He does. I just think he trolls a lot.
We're only a couple of weeks removed from Holy Week, and he does this too. I mean, that the timing couldn't be any worse.
We're in this war with Iran, and the Pope has made several comments criticizing Donald Trump. And
The Pope needs to take several seats himself, but that's another story. He shouldn't even be involved in politics. He should be touting God's kingdom. He shouldn't even be talking about the earthly rulers of the world. He should be touting God's kingdom. The Pope's not even doing his job, allegedly. So for the Pope to say anything, he's out of line. He should have stayed neutral. I mean, President Trump is the president of the United States. The Pope is the leader for all of the Roman Catholic Church, which is worldwide. He's supposed to be neutral. He's way out of line.
Yeah.
So that's why I've said two things can be true.
Number
one, Trump looks like a clown with that picture. That's ridiculous. And number two, the Pope should have stayed neutral. As a religious leader, he shouldn't have anything to do with politics. He should be touting only one kingdom, and that's God's kingdom. Anything else dealing with worldly affairs, he should stay neutral and say absolutely nothing.
I think that, again, you guys, if you notice, what I normally do is just show you guys, I don't really give my opinion about stuff, and that's just, you guys asked me for it, I gave it to you. He took it down. I think that Donald Trump trolls a lot, and he probably wanted to just get at the Pope and let him know that he does not approve of his comments. Donald Trump has spoken about his comments and the things that he's making. The Pope is supposed to promote peace, and it does not promote peace to turn people against the President of the United States. Dems approval rating at an all-time low. It's church have no rulings. Go ahead, Claude. What I don't want to do is interrupt you.
You didn't interrupt me. I was done.
Okay. What else is going on with you? It's been a minute.
Yeah, I have the doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. So I'm not going to stay on, I guess, too long. I couldn't hear. I didn't see that last one. What did TC say?
Oh, she just said you
But
look
hello
weak.
to everybody in the chat. I couldn't.
Do you want to see what Donald Trump said about the Strait of Hormuz, or no?
No, go ahead. He's supposed to be blocking it, right?
I have it for you right here. What a coincidence.
Oh, geez.
I just happen to have it.
Of course.
I won't play it all. I'll just play a little. Okay, I think I have it here. John Smith, no, I don't want you to be kicked out. Hang on. Unless there's something else you want to talk about. I won't play much. I won't play the whole thing because I could do it tomorrow. But I'll play a little bit just so you guys can see what's going on over there. Look at, I have it right here. Just happen to have it. Oh wait,
Surprising.
wait, I can't. Oh, surprise.
And I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor.
Oh.
Breaking news, President Trump is at the White House right now speaking about the blockade at the Strait of Hormuz. Let's listen.
I just heard about it. And I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better. And I do make people better. I make people a lot better. As an example, the 11,000, I understand your husband's going through treatment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's going through some very serious cancer treatment. So
Yes, sir.
this goes a long way.
Yes, sir. It sure does.
Mr. President, are another round of talks planned with Iran? And if so, will you send Vice President J.D. Vance again?
Well, he's done a good job. It's Steve and Jared. They've all done a very good job. And I can tell you that we've been called by the other side. They'd like to make a deal very badly, very badly.
What was the sticking point over? You said it was over nuclear.
It was over nuclear, very similar. Yeah, very good. I guess you're listening. It's over the fact that they will never have a nuclear weapon. Iran, you marking it down? Iran will not have a nuclear weapon.
Good morning, Lauren.
And we agreed to a lot of things, but they didn't agree to that. And I think they will agree to it. I'm almost sure of it. In fact, I am sure of it. If they don't agree, there's no deal. There'll never be a deal. Iran will not have a nuclear weapon, and we're going to get the dust back. We'll get it back either. We'll get it back from them or we'll take it.
Mr. President, as far as the naval blockade is concerned, what's the end game? Is it to force Iran back to the negotiating table? Is it to open up the strait so that gas prices ultimately come down?
Maybe everything. I mean, both of those things, certainly, and more. We can't let a country blackmail or extort the world, because that's what they're doing. They're really blackmailing the world. We're not going to let that happen. And the amazing thing is, we don't. Can you believe this? We don't use the strait. We don't need the strait. We have our own oil and gas, much more than we need. We have more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia. Think of this. We produce more. Saudi Arabia, and add Russia to it. Substantially more. And by next year, we'll have double that amount. So we don't need it, but the world needs it. And many ships are heading to our country right now as we speak to load up with the best. Really, I guess you could say, somebody said the best and sweetest. I don't know exactly what sweet is, but when it relates to oil, it's a good thing. But they're coming to our country right now. There are many boats coming to our country. Now, it could very well be this is going to be settled before that. We've been called this morning by the right people, the appropriate people, and they want to work a deal. They would like to work a deal.
Is it your anticipation, Mr. President, that other countries will assist in this effort to blockade Iran and those?
Yeah, other countries are going to also.
Which countries, sir?
We don't need other countries, frankly, but they've offered the services. We'll let it be known probably tomorrow.
Has the blockade started, sir?
Oh,
Yeah, started 10 o'clock.
Bishop Robert Barron supports you and your policies and praises you for defending religious freedom.
Yeah.
He now says you owe Pope Leo an apology. Will you apologize?
No, I don't, because Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuclear Iran. Pope Leo would not be happy with the end result. You have hundreds of millions of people dead, and it's not going to happen. So I can't. I think he's very weak on crime and other things. So I'm not. I mean, he went public. I'm just responding to Pope Leo. And his brother is a big MAGA person, and he's a great guy, Louis. And I said I like Louis better than I like the Pope. Now, you have to have law and order in our country, and
you do?
That's what we have now. We have the lowest crime numbers we've had in a long time, despite the fact that many criminals were allowed into our country, but we've gotten a lot of them out. We've done a great job on crime. So we have the lowest murder rate in 125 years, since 1900, the lowest murder rate. So we believe strongly in law and order, and he seemed to have a problem with that. So there's nothing to apologize for. He's wrong. The other thing is he didn't like what we're doing with respect to Iran, but Iran is wants to be a nuclear nation so they can exterminate the world Not going to happen.
And Mr. President, on Iran, if the deal is not reached by the end of the ceasefire, does your threat from before still stand?
Yeah, I don't want to comment on that, but it won't be pleasant for them. Let me put it that way.
Do you still plan to charge a toll to use restraining order, sir?
Let me take a break on that. Claudia, do you want to say something while I'm watching? How do you feel?
He looks rather orange.
Trump is not orange. You guys, I'm interested in what's going to happen with the Strait of Hormuz. I was hoping that there was more for me to talk about as far as that goes. But I'm still watching it. I'm watching to see if they'll begin negotiations again, if Pakistan will call them back over for a second round. I don't know. Because they negotiated for a long time and they didn't really get anywhere. Now, the people are talking about the cost of gas. The cost of gas could just go lower. The United States produces its own oil, you guys. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. You love him, 23B Red? They shut, Lord. They shut. Even the devil has supporters, so why is anyone surprised?
Like that. Put that one up.
So that's just what it is. I didn't know you liked Nick Fuentes. Where did that come from, Melissa? I don't talk about Nick Fuentes. Where did that come from? I just report the news. I don't know as much about him. Besides him being a podcast and wanting to take over for Charlie Kirk. Okay.
He was right about Iran Iran and nuclear weapons is a no-no.
I agree with some comments and I disagree with some comments. That's like I do with anyone. And when I see something that is true, that I usually will post it, Melissa. The first world president in a very long time. A lot of people, Lawrence, and see, here's the thing. Regardless of what people say, I see Daisha in the chat. Donald Trump, see, he's in a really hard position. And this is one of the problems he has with Pope Leo, is he knows what's best for the country. He knows what's safe. And he's listening to intelligence. He's listening to intelligence. And we have boots on the ground from Israel and Iran. And the United States has this intelligence. So we know what's going on there. And he's got to do what's best despite who likes it or not. I feel that someone in a position as Pope Leo to have so much criticism for Donald Trump is not healthy. It's stirring people up and it's making people not feel safe in the United States. Not feel safe. And his job is to promote peace. Peace. Trump knew his stuff 50 years ago. How you doing, Melissa? That's his job.
Again, Pope Leo should have just stayed neutral. He was out of line. I mean, last I checked, Jesus was not a political leader, and he's supposed to be following the teachings of Jesus Christ.
I'm not making any excuses for the picture. I'm not doing anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys because that's being talked about all over social media, and you have a lot of people angry with the picture and with Donald Trump. Just do. Mm-hmm. Do you want to watch more of my video?
Absolutely. I mean,
one little, and I said we're going to just chat. We're not going to watch the video tonight. We're going to just talk.
Okay.
Let me put us all in a good mood.
How is he putting us in a good mood?
He does.
He puts you in a good mood. Just say that.
This is all in a good mood.
It's going on. Right now, there's no fighting. Right now, we have a blockade. They're doing no business. I didn't like seeing boats come out if they were doing business with Iran, but if they weren't, no boats came out. So now Iran is doing absolutely no business, and we're going to keep.
Are you staying on camera? Yeah? Yeah, okay. All right.
Hey, thanks for having
that
me.
way very easily.
No problem.
Don't forget, their Navy is gone, their Air Force is gone, their anti-aircraft is gone, their radar is gone, and their leaders are gone.
I see you.
Do you still want to charge them?
Coming from
predominantly going to China, Mr. President. Has Xi Jinping reached out? I know you're going to be.
No, but we have a very good relationship with China. He would like to see this ended also. He certainly wants it ended. Everyone, I want to see it ended too. But we can't give a nuclear weapon to a group of people that have caused nothing but havoc for 47 years. Look, I'm the president that's done something about it. This should have been, and many other presidents regret that they didn't.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm doing something about it.
Ukraine impeachment documents that were just declassified show that Eric Charanella not only submitted false information, but that he had no direct knowledge of the alleged conversation. It was all hearsay. Do you feel vindicated by those?
Yeah, I do. They're a bunch of crooked people. You're talking about with respect to all of the things that they put against me? Yeah. Well, it's come out that in so many different ways. Thank you very much for that question. I appreciate it. But in so many different ways, the election was rigged. The 2020 election was rigged. We found that out. What you just said is just a piece of that. It's a big piece, but minor, relatively speaking, compared to what they did. They cheated on the election. They cheated on the vote. And they cheated in every way possible. And it's the only way we got an incompetent man to be a president. And he was an incompetent man. Many of the things that we're talking about, even including this would have been settled a long time ago, not now. And it should have been settled by other presidents. But the election was a rigged election. We can't let that happen to our country.
It's concealment of.
Okay.
More unfounded statement.
I really should have. That's okay. You guys know I'll revisit the video later. I love how Donald Trump is so confident in speaking about his plans and his vision for our country. And we are just getting stronger by the day. Welcome, Sterling.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing, Uncle Claude?
Hanging in there. Hanging in there.
Did you have something you wanted to add?
What about you?
Real quick, one thing about like exporting oil. You know, the United States likes to say for the last X number of years we've been exporting more oil because we have a surplus. But like that's a little bit deceptive because from what I understand, there's different types of oil. And there's one type called like the heavy crude oil, which is what we and that's what we don't have. So and that's needed for different things than the light oil is used for. I'm not an expert, but we have plenty of the light oil that's on the top. And you know, so does everybody else, really. What we don't have is the heavy crude oil. And there's speculation that's why we went to Venezuela. There's speculation that's why, you know, we went to Iran. But
we went to Venezuela to get Maduro because he was committing crimes against the United States. And if that country happens to have oil and resources that we could use, well, that's part of the deal. I mean, he tried to negotiate with Maduro. He tried to get him, but Maduro just thought it was a joke. And Donald Trump is not the only person that wanted Maduro. So when because Biden also wanted Maduro, nobody said he just wanted Maduro for the oil, but now because Donald Trump went over there and grabbed him so they could stop committing the crimes against the United States, stop with their gangs, stop transporting drugs into our country. So that's the main reason for us going into Venezuela, not the oil.
well, and like I said, it's speculation. Some people speculate that. I'm not saying it's a fact. But what were these crimes that Maduro was committing against the United States?
I just laid it out. The drugs he didn't stop the drugs coming over here. Donald Trump has been very hard on drugs. He's been very hard on the drug cartels, and he continues to do so. He said that before he was even elected that he would, and he's proven it. Donald Trump, there was a Biden on Maduro's head. There was a Biden there was a, what is the word I just said, you guys? There was
a bounty.
Yeah, on Maduro, Donald Trump's first term. I want to say two. Yeah, and then Biden also had a bounty on his head, and then Donald Trump raised it, almost doubled it, There was no, the American people said, hey, don't do this. Don't put a bounty on his head. No, they wanted it. Why else would they have agreed to it? And then here we are today. He got arrested and he is in trial now, exactly where he should be. There are so many people right now, it's been all over with the deaths with fentanyl and these drugs. These other countries profit from trafficking their drugs into the United States. When these countries have some of the strictest drug laws, there's no way. I mean, you can get the death penalty for doing these things in their country. So Donald Trump stopped that, went after the cartels, and if the president wasn't going to do anything about it, they're committing crimes against the United States. Thank you, John.
To be fair to me, that's the best thing that Trump has done.
Is getting Maduro, or what exactly?
Going after these cartels and getting Maduro. I think that's the best thing he's done.
I didn't. What cartels are in Venezuela? Like, I've heard of.
I really, I don't want to get into all that stuff. I could do sorry, Sterling, but I don't want to make this about Venezuela.
Okay.
There's
a lot of cartels, believe me, they're all over South America, Central America, Mexico. There's a lot. It's that's a week's worth of videos for that.
At the end of the day, Sterling, when the trial starts, Sterling, I could do a whole stream about it and lay out the things with Maduro and the crimes, because it's not just Venezuela that has. I don't want people to think, oh, I'm saying that Venezuela is the only country that we're getting drugs trafficked into. That's why I said, oh wait, that's a live stream. But I definitely just put it under my comment section if you want me to cover that, and we could talk about it, and you guys can agree or disagree. I'll set up a stream for it and lay it out for you guys like that. Okay, you can keep your camera off and bring it up. I just said keep your camera off.
Was good, and I just turned it back off.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about Venezuela. Whatever you want to talk about.
No, we can, but I was just saying, because you're asking me what cartels and all that. I'm like, I would have to brush up on all the cartels, but I do know that the reason why he would, I know, because if you follow Donald Trump the first term, somebody has an echo, then it's not the first time that they talked about Maduro. And again, when Biden wanted Maduro, I was just interested because I wanted Maduro to be captured as well, but it just wasn't talked about as much when Biden was in office. But they've been wanting Maduro for a while now. Welcome, Negro.
He's muted.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for allowing me up. Did you hear about that judgment against Trump today?
No.
With his lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal for alleging that he sent Epstein a birthday letter. You feel me?
No, I haven't heard about any lawsuits against Donald Trump.
Nah, look, he got thrown out. But he's gonna have to come out of pocket and pay that. You feel me?
Donald Trump's not gonna have to pay anybody again. Donald Trump.
I'm saying he's going. Look, just can I finish my statement before you get triggered? Because I feel like you about to start. You feel me? Like every time I say something about Trump or Gwen, I don't have no hat in the race. You feel me? It is what it is.
I would just prefer.
I'm just bring.
Cited a source so I can see.
I'm about to bring it to you. Hold on, let me pull it up. I got you.
Here's the thing. I feel that we're in the United States, and it's nice to see support for our country. And I just feel that instead of focusing on other negative and the bad, why can't we focus on some of the good things that Donald Trump has done? I would love to hear that from coming from.
We gotta address everything. We can't just talk about
right in this country. I love to spread optimism and hope amongst people, and not this fear that people like to put on others.
I understand what you're saying, and I don't have no problem with that, but you gotta address everything You
I don't
can't
mind
just
addressing
you
everything. I
can't.
don't mind
Okay,
addressing
so
everything.
let's
I just
so
prefer to
let's so
say,
let's have this. Let's have the conversation, and then we're gonna skate past it.
okay,
Don't
so
just
can
don't
we
just
stick to
dismiss it
Iran?
like
Can we stick
it's
to Iran? We're in a whole
okay.
war right now, and you're talking about
Okay,
Iran.
so how do you feel about the blockade? Do you think the blockade is gonna work? Do you think that it's gonna
I
be
think
peaceful?
that right now it's too early to tell. I think that we have to watch and see. Donald Trump said that Iran was close to negotiations. I would like to see that happen.
How many lies did Trump tell about them coming to
I think that
agreement?
your microphone is messing up. I think that we're having trouble connecting. I'm hearing like a lot of background noise. I would love to hear what you're saying. I think that you got to get your sound together and then come back.
You just wanted to nothing. It's
Oh,
just
what's your problem?
no. You just got rid of him. You didn't. His sound wasn't. Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with you?
What's
I
wrong with me?
I heard background noise. I don't kick people off the panel.
Background noise in that. Did
Maybe
you
I'm
just?
not scared to talk to MU.
You just went flush. Oh my goodness. Well,
No, I heard it
Nobody-
too. I heard it too, Mu. He was like roboting a little bit. He just,
Thank you. Clearly.
I heard it. Yeah.
Thank you.
you did.
Negro, I wasn't kicking you off. There seriously was a bird, and I want to make sure that I hear everything you have to say. That's all. This is our space to speak. Don't be afraid to talk to MU. I'm just here to report the news, non-biased. Claude, listen, Claude. So you guys, I'm just here to report the news, good or bad. That's the thing. We're in this country. There's good things that happen and there's bad things that happens. I'm here to report on it all so we could talk about it. And that's it. That's it. See, he's not tripping. He knows I didn't kick him off. Go ahead, you guys. Claude, what's on your mind? That's right, JM Carter. Don't be afraid to talk to MU.
Yeah. I'm never afraid to talk to him.
See, he dropped. I don't drop people.
Oh my
I tried
god.
to fix his mic settings. I couldn't, and so I just told him to try to get it together. So what else? He talked about the lawsuit. You want to put that in the chat? I will look it up. I don't mind playing anything. A little Negro. I was just saying, if you bring something up, give it to me and let me play it, so that way we can hear it firsthand. I love these talks too. Don't listen to Claude. Claude is still mad about the other day.
Claude is still mad. Of course.
Yeah, just give me a link. Give me a link. And if you can't post it, one of my mods will. I can't. Oh, but let me see that link first, don't you? Anyways, so one of you asked me about the Strader news. Was it you, Sterling? Okay, maybe it wasn't.
No, I think it was the other person, but yeah, we can talk about that. What do you think?
I told you guys that I was first reporting it that the ceasefire was fragile. Ceasefires are fragile because they're temporary, and some people took it as it was a loss for the United States. It wasn't a loss for the United States. It was a win for everybody. Anytime you could save lives, that's a win. It is. We don't know what's going to happen next. Iran isn't budging. Donald Trump has made it clear that we're not there. He's not going to budge on a nuclear weapon program. I told you guys that Donald Trump was not going to send. He was not going to agree to reparations for Iran. He wasn't going to agree to pay for the war. So it's too soon to say. Iran has said that they let some ships go through the Strait of Hormuz that were friendly towards them. But who knows? Who knows at this point? Who knows? Donald Trump still sending the military out there. There's just a lot that's going on, and I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it with you guys. I would like to see more negotiations, but honestly, I this might go on for a while.
Yeah, I'm afraid that this war is going to be a little bit longer than anticipated.
Aren't they always? Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just hate to see again. I say the same thing I said. I don't want to see boots on the ground. I know that we're prepared for it, but in Iran, that's their territory. They grow up like that for combat like that. We don't have a weak military. We do have a strong military. But man, there's so much I want to say right now, but I have to wait. I have to wait. There's so much I want to say with the United States and Israel, but Israel's our ally, and here we are today. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to go along with Iran's a peaceful company, because no, because we can't forget about Houthis and Hezbollah. We can't forget about things like that. They love to say that they're not attacking, but if you're attacking through proxy, that's still attacking.
I mean, they've been an adversary for many years, almost 50 years. So
honestly, I don't think they're going to stop being they're going to stop fighting because of the United States. Iran bombs Israel, the United States responds. We have to be able to protect our allies. I just feel that they're going to be in conflict for a lot of years, and
I just don't want another Afghanistan in our hands. I don't want
we can handle it.
I don't want us to be there another 20 years. That's all.
Trump only has 38 more days, so he has to pull back unless he gets congressional approval for funding. Really? Hey.
Hey.
But so much for being afraid.
I'm terrified. That's why I came up with my ninja gear.
Oh, that's why you look like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Terrific.
Yep. Caution tape ninja.
That's funny.
But yeah, no war. I mean, barely any wars are resolved shortly. Like I expected this to go a while. I'm expecting this to go, honestly, another few more months.
Well, we'll see. I see what Grumpy said about the 38 more days. We'll see. We'll I guess we'll be prepared either way. And what if they close the Red Sea? What if the stars drop from the sky? We can what if all day.
If the stars drop from the sky, ain't none of them gonna hit us. So I guess
I don't do hypotheticals. Like, we do hypotheticals all day. What if the war ends?
I mean, we don't have much business with either.
In response to the Strait. I'm so sorry.
In regards to the Strait of Hormuz or the Red Sea.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you was making a joke, but I think that
Other countries will.
I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. Iran is not a country that I would play with. I think that some people could underestimate them. Now, I'm Team USA all the way. Our military is phenomenal and all of those things, but they are great at ground combat. I can't take that away from them. We can't underestimate the fact that that's their hometown. We can't.
Well, as I said, they have the home field advantage.
I almost use that sport analogy. When you're playing a sport and the team comes into your space, don't you have the advantage for being at home?
Yeah, it's the home field advantage, as I said.
Yeah.
And it's a huge deal. They know the terrain better than we do.
The thing is, we got the greatest away team on earth, though.
We do.
Oh, no question. Listen, I love our chances. I think we're going to win it. It's just a matter of when and how long. It's not a matter of if, it's just when.
We're the '96 Chicago Bulls, bro. That's where we are.
Well, I'm a little confused on what it means to win. And also, like, I mean, Trump said this should only last 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm not dogging on Trump, but like, that's how this always happens. Like, they tell us we'll be greeted as liberators. They tell us that the people will uprise against their government. They tell us that, it's going to be open and shut, real quick, in and out. And it never is. We get tangled up in some 20-year war, which again, like, how do we win? I'm still confused about how exactly would we win.
I think we're winning. I think we're winning by definitely doing the blockade and basically choking off their economy, Iran's economy, not nobody else's. Like China's economy was taking a hit from all this too. So if you're choking off Iran's economy, you're essentially choking off China's economy to a degree because they rely heavily on Iran oil.
Donald Trump, oh my God. Donald's point was the United States is going to do okay as far as the oil because we don't get our oil from Iran, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like Doc said, what about the other countries? And now that
Europe and a lot of Asia rely off of Iran. But a lot of those ships are being rerouted to the Gulf of. I can't even call it Gulf of America. I like Trump, but I can't call it Gulf of America. I was raised on Gulf of Mexico, so it's still Gulf of Mexico to me. We're being rerouted or they're being rerouted to the Gulf of Mexico. They say, I forgot what they said about that oil, how it isn't primed and ready for consumers like that. But I don't know if I believe that.
we're taking off 23 B-Rad. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you guys' support. I meant to tell you guys that at the beginning of the stream. I forgot, but I do love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And even if I get passionate, if you haven't noticed, a little passionate about what's going on in this country and the Trump administration and our commander-in-chief, but I do appreciate you guys' support. I do. I hope you guys know that.
You deserve it.
I don't care if you are like if you're a left or right or whatever you guys are. I accept you guys who you are. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
Claude always got to give you that Cheshire cat smile.
You saw what?
So Claude's always got to give you that Cheshire cat
I
smile
don't know
just to
what's
see if
Claude's
you crack.
problem. I don't know what's Claude's problem. I don't even know what to say to Claude right now. I don't know this person next to me. I don't know you. I don't know what's gotten into Claude these last few days, but I think that Claude loves the country just as much as I do. He just has different points of views. But I'm not looking for an echo chamber. I'm just not used to the side of him.
I can't smile.
No.
I can see I know a sarcastic smile, Claude.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. And he knows it. It's like Claude is holding back on something. I don't know what.
He'll hold a straight face, and then when you say something, he'll be like, let me test this and give her a Cheshire cat smile, see how long you can hold it for.
Treading lightly.
I'm independent. I'm an independent thinker.
Yeah, you are.
Again, he's done a lot of things. He's done a lot of things that I disagree with, but he's done a lot of things where he's been right on the money.
That's right.
When it comes to Venezuela, I think that was his crowning moment so far in this see, the ICE backfired on him because the American people turned, which is crazy. But I think the Border Patrol thing was right.
Mm-hmm.
I do not look like 50 Cent.
Claude looks like 50 Cent. What? Bro, how many Heinekens? How many Heinekens have you drank if you think Claude looks like 50 Cent?
What do you think about the photo? that I don't know if you saw the video or the photo.
The photo.
Where
I
where
just
Trump
joined, so
The
I've been
doctor.
working on my.
where
I've
Trump
been
looked
working on
like
my son's
Jesus, or
electronics.
that one?
Yeah.
Oops. Anytime Illuminegro. And I love that you guys are, from different sides. I respect everyone's opinion as well.
I appreciate that. You talking about the photo where Trump kind of looked like Jesus or whatever?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I saw that earlier.
No.
Maybe Doc missed it.
You didn't see it, Doc?
I missed it, and I'm glad I missed it.
Okay. And I won't show it to you then.
Because I ain't trying to see Trump like Jesus. I like him, but no,
It was
that's
disturbing. It was disturbing. But Trump has this no buts, because I don't want y'all attacking me. Do you know how many people
Wait, did Trump post it?
He posted it on his Truth Social account.
Oh
But he
no,
said that
that's
he meant,
wrong. No, that's wrong. That's blasphemous.
he meant Doc, you didn't hear me make excuses for it. I'm the one that told you guys about it. Because
Okay,
like I said,
okay.
if it's good or bad, I'm gonna report it. And sometimes because I'm reporting something, people, one of these days I need to do a stream and just read y'all emails. Now I gotta make sure we're not friends anymore.
So you went from praising Allah the other day to Jesus?
I want to show you the video. Can I show you the video? I'm not gonna show it to you.
Do it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Look
Just
at Claude. He wants me to. Whenever Trump does something crazy or says something, you always sending me videos or clips.
Just do it.
Fine.
Get it over with.
Nike, just
I
do
already
it.
played the video, so I'll just show the picture from it.
Yeah,
Let me
Nike.
remember where I just happen to have it
He
here.
was praising Allah on Friday. Now he's like,
right around the. It's
no.
right there. It just happens to be right there.
Hang on, let me find out. I think it's this one. Trump. No, that's not it.
Might as well praise Shiva and praise Buddha too. What is
I
that?
think it's this one. Let me see. Okay, you guys, give me a second to. Oh wait, I put up the wrong video. That's a good video of. Oh man, I would love to see that video. Wait, let me put this one on. Wrong video.
Oh gosh. Where's
I
baby
would
Trump?
love to show you guys that one, but y'all not trying to sit with me for 50 minutes listening to Donald Trump's speech. Okay, go ahead and talk, you guys, while I find the video. You said no? I'm not going to do that, you guys. Let me find it.
Thank you.
And Doc, Trump came out and said that he thought that this picture kind of like resembled him or it depicted him as a doctor, not Jesus.
Yes.
What a
yeah.
Just to fill you in.
Because you got to remember, not everybody's good with AI. Not everybody's good with editing and stuff like that. And Donald Trump probably. Well, let me show it to you guys. I'll show it to you guys, and then I'll let you decide what you think about it. And here we go.
Doctor, come on.
Okay.
You know it and I know it. None of this screams doctor.
I didn't say, Claude, did I say that I work with doctors every day?
I didn't say that you said that. I'm just saying.
I would not say that
this is what he said. Those are his words.
No, I wouldn't be foolish enough to say that. You're not about to curse me out. Okay.
I did. Oh, here we go.
President Trump lashing out at Pope Leo, of course, the first American pope, after the Pope's comments on the war in Iran. And tonight, the president also igniting outrage over an image he posted.
So that's the image.
Good freaking God.
That's the image.
Blasphemous.
I think, okay, so John Smith said someone sent it to him. Okay, when I went to the, like I said, when I went to the Truth Social account, it was gone already. I think that the way that things are right now, it didn't help with, again, MAGA people were upset, and so were Democrats that are religious, and some people were like, you know what, it's just a joke. So there were different reactions from all sides. It's different reactions. So that's the image, and there it is.
That's a bit much. I'm allowed to brandish a sword on stream, right? Because I feel like I need to brandish a sword.
I don't know how they feel about weapons, but I think it's funny.
Who was he putting his hands on? Or do we know that part of the story?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
It's just
Look
like
at the economy.
I didn't even notice that.
like yeah,
He put that to sleep.
Really? I didn't notice that. Hold on.
Is that Trump or is that Benny Hinn?
I didn't notice it. Let me take another. Oh, how did I see? I was paying attention to the people around. I didn't notice the.
I can only imagine how many people are calling him the Antichrist now.
So yeah, when I looked at it, I'll tell you guys when I looked at it, and I saw it briefly. I saw the flag. I looked at the people around it. I really didn't pay attention to them laying hands on anyone. What is that in his hand? It's like a light. It's very detailed when you look at it. Maybe he's trying to promote world peace. Maybe he's saying that he wants world peace and he's bringing peace. Maybe he's not trying to
That's
heal.
clearly
But he's bringing
power coming out of his hand right there. That's just no.
Doc.
It's something. I don't know.
There's a
what
glow. There's like an angel type of glow to that person below that he's touching. This is clearly Jesus.
Well, he's saying, I mean, because some people would say that, some people will say that, doctors heal, but clearly it's not a doctor with the thing draped around his neck or anything like that. Sebastian says he came out saying he thought it represented him as a doctor. So, okay, somebody in the chat said that somebody sent him the picture. So somebody sent him a picture. Maybe he didn't really take a look at it before it was posted, and they said it was like a healer, and he's thinking, oh, well, doctors heal, maybe something like that.
Some of the doctors are healing with just their hands.
Come on.
There are some doctors that are like osteopathic doctors, and there's some doctors that aren't really. There's some people that's not really doctors, like
like Dr. Sebi.
Dr. Septi, oh my God, Dr. Septi. Yeah. So Donald Trump, when you look at his expression right here, he looks concerned. And you see the flag. Claude, are you okay?
I'm fine. He looks concerned.
Definitely looks concerned. I agree.
He looks
He looks like he needs an enema.
He had
Sorry.
He has a flag there, and he has the soldiers. If he was trying to be God, there would be angels, not soldiers. You see the Statue of Liberty back there, and then you see like eagles. Eagles represent strength. So this is a very patriotic picture. Now, would I have posted anything like this with MU? No, heck no. I would be afraid. I would be afraid because I don't play when it comes to God or anything that resembles it. Wait a minute, you got people praying. So they could be
you've also got that glow in the left hand too. Oh man, he's casting his soul upon other people. This is bad.
Maybe he's got the rigged election on his left hand. Who knows?
Oh man, like.
Well, when you're under a lot of stress and you have people that are supposed to support you and people that you have once endorsed turn on you, it could make you feel a certain kind of way after being betrayed again and again because he helped endorse. He was excited about Pope Leo, especially with Pope Leo being American, and he's probably wondering how come Americans can't stand for the United States and the country. He wasn't expecting Pope Leo to be soft on crime and to criticize what he's doing in Iran, when he's made it clear why he's over there in Iran. So they did have a back and forth. I'm not saying that this is in response to Pope Leo, but it is a coincidence that it came after Donald Trump's comments about Pope Leo.
Maybe you just order a couple of those portable lights from Amazon and just touch that guy's head with them.
There's different ways to interpret this photo, though.
No, man.
There's different ways to interpret it.
Do I even want to look at Twitter and see the freaking meltdown?
Are you guys? So any of you on True Social? I did look to see if there was like backlash, but with that being Trump's, app, I probably need to look on Twitter.
I don't see doctor. I'm just saying.
No, I don't see doctor. Not at all. I'm not crazy. It's not a doctor. I work with doctors. I'm not making excuses for Donald Trump. I'm just telling you that there's a picture. You guys see it. You see that it's from the real Donald Trump. because I was thinking maybe it's not from Donald Trump's Truth Social account, maybe. But I think that when Donald Trump is beefing, he goes all in, and political beefs are some of the nastiest beefs that you're going to see. We see that with Marjorie. There's so many people that have turned on Donald Trump. Candace Owens, Marjorie Taylor, Nick Fuentes. There's a lot of people that have turned on him. So, just keep praying. Keep praying for a country. I'm only responsible if I come out on a picture like that, you guys. I'm just reporting the news. Don't be mad at me. Don't be sending me emails. Don't do that stuff. So, okay, let me get rid of this. You guys, but did you notice the cloud in the back? Maybe he's like dreaming.
One of them will stick, right?
Hmm?
I said one of those will stick, right?
Even if he thought he looked like a medical doctor in this photo, I still don't get it.
What
Like,
doctor is dressed like that?
that's what he. That's what he
He
said.
looks more like a Catholic pastor.
Why does Trump see himself as a doctor? I don't get it. And
well, he was saying maybe no, I don't know. I mean, I could play more of the video, but he was saying that because he talked about Iran and our people are hurting and some people need relief and they need help. Like this could be symbolic for something else. Like it doesn't necessarily mean he's holding a body, but a lot of people are feeling discouraged about stuff. So if he's over there making sure the United States is safe, and he's over there trying to make sure Iran doesn't build nuclear weapons, he's gonna feel a certain kind of way about people that not like common people, but like in high positions criticizing what he's doing in Iran and not having the support of the United States and high officials, right? Because the Pope is he's a leader. He's a leader, whether we like him or not, he is.
But he should have kept his mouth shut. He's a political leader. He has nothing to do with politics. He should have stayed neutral. He should have never. That's the one thing, to be fair, where he's out of line. The Pope is out of line. He should have remained neutral. He should have just said, you know what, I pray for peace throughout the world, and left it at that. For him to go juxtapose against Trump, he was out of line. He was. I can't believe I actually said that, but it's the truth.
It's okay, Claude. I mean, sometimes you just have to speak what's true. I love the fact that you use
what is true. You just don't always like to hear it, but it's okay.
No, I love the fact that you express yourself. I would never silence that. Good morning, Kaiser. I go ahead and speak, Claude.
No, I did. I finished already.
Okay. Don't be
really sensitive this morning.
I'm seeing the response from high-ranking liberals on Twitter, and they're posting a movie of Jesus swooping down from behind Trump in this photo and smacking blood right out of his head, as if Jesus would do something violent. That is just as wrong as posting this.
That's wrong.
That's fair. You're absolutely right, because Jesus wouldn't do that.
Like, what are people's problems? Trump is wrong for posting this, and people are wrong in their response.
You guys, like, now
Jesus wouldn't do such a thing. Jesus wouldn't even hit like the most evil person on the freaking planet.
Well, no, he would take out the devil, but that's another story.
Take out the devil, yeah, but like,
that's the most evil person.
Humans go. I mean, people were beating on him until he died.
Well, that's because he had to be a sacrifice for us. That's another story. He had
time for him to be violent on somebody else. That was the time, right? It's just like,
well, no, because he had a mission, and his mission was to die for our sins.
I still don't think that he would swoop down and just beat on somebody just because they posted an image of themselves as something godly.
There's a military combat in this picture, so that's why I said it could have something to do with the war and helping the people in Iran. You see what he did over in Gaza. You see what he's doing in other countries. It could be like, you know what? He's about world peace.
Did you say read the book of Revelations?
Did I read the book of Revelations?
No. That's what I think Claude told me. Read the book of Revelations.
Oh.
Yes, I did. When you read the book of Revelations, he will not be the Jesus that turned the other cheek. When he comes back, he's going to have his army. And that's another, again, that's another video for another day.
So would you say that the video that those high-ranking liberals posted was appropriate, or
Absolutely not.
okay?
Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying at all.
All right. Understood. But yeah, I'm just going through Twitter and shit's crazy on here.
The response?
And see, with
I'm looking at
Jesus,
chat,
that's a
you guys
global
are-
scale.
I'm sorry?
And when it comes with Jesus, when he comes back in Revelation, that's on a global scale because all the governments in the world are going to turn. But that's, again, please read the book of Revelation. Don't even take my word for it.
Okay. I think that well, I was looking at chat. You guys seem to be pretty mixed about the photo, but that's just what's going on right now.
Well, I read a post from a reverend. It says Trump isn't calling himself Jesus. He says he's answering God's call. I mean,
Oh, that makes sense. So they're saying that Trump was answering God. So Donald Trump feels that what he's doing is answering God's call. God does call for order of the land, and if the Pope is not really taking a stance of being soft on crime and just saying that anything should go, Donald Trump says there should be order, and
yeah, but I say answer God's call through your actions and not through like imagery like that.
But to
That's how I
Donald Trump's
kind of
credit, he pulled the post down when he saw that it was offensive. He didn't wait to put it down because that was not his intention to get
Wait,
people.
did he pull? Oh man, I hate to go back to that video, but did he ever pull down that video where it went racist at the end?
Which one?
The
You
one
talking about
where
the
the Obamas were called monkeys.
Obama? Yeah, that was removed.
It ended up being pulled down. Yes.
That was removed.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
I
Because Donald
don't
Trump
remember if
wasn't
it was pulled down or
intending.
not.
When he found out what the staffer did, they pulled it down.
Okay. How many tweets is this guy gonna pull? I like Trump, but man, come on.
Why are you dressed like that? Put on a friendly outfit. It's friendly. And see, again, you guys, because, regardless, if you guys consider me conservative, if you guys consider me independent, however you think, however you take my views, I'm just going to say that if your post is bothering a lot of people, take it down. But maybe look at what you're posting before you post it and it causes the outrage. That's what I would do. Run it by some people.
Yeah, read the room.
By people, have a good look. If I ask you guys, I'm like, hey, Doc and Paul, Sterling, I'll put a picture up here. Let me know if this is good for the chat, and y'all tell me that it is, and you guys know that it's not. I think sometimes you have to run things by people, right? Because you just do. I run my ideas. Sometimes I want to do a stream, and Claude's like, I don't know about that topic. Like, don't you call, like, he'll tell me, or I'll run stuff by Doc. I'll run things by people because I can have a great idea, but you guys, I'm never trying to offend. Now, some of you get your feelings hurt with the truth, but I can't help you. Okay, I posted some Kleenex on my community wall. Feel free to help yourself. I can't help you if I'm talking the truth. I'm not going to be for open borders. I'm not going to be for calling men women that want to play. I'm not going to say men should play in women's sports. I'm never going to be for things like that. It's confusing.
You should have their own league.
Push that aside. My biggest thing was the open borders with the Biden administration and with Harris. That was the largest thing for me. I'm never going to be for things like that that goes against the United States.
I mean, some people would say that this whole Iran conflict goes against the United States,
See, Sterling, that's true, Sterling. You have to, you're right about that. Some people would say that.
No, go ahead. What'd you say,
Oh, you
Claw?
caught
What'd you say,
yourself in
Claw?
midstream. Oh, she had to catch herself.
What'd you say,
Oh, this
Claw?
was comedy gold.
I think that
Oh, where'd you go?
I think that some people would say that this is against the United States, but they don't really understand what's happening, and some people are just jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else. Like, oh, we don't like war in Iran, it's never bothered us, and they don't really understand what's going on. So when you get people like that, you just kind of, be grateful that they're not the ones that's making the choices for the country, I guess. If a country is saying death to America, now I'm saying do we're already in this conflict with Iran. So here we are. It was bound to happen. This didn't start with Donald Trump. This has been going on for a while. This didn't start with Donald Trump. And they refuse. He's tried to negotiate with Iran, say, discontinue a nuclear weapon program. They say no. And this is a country that's yelled death to the United States. So here we are. And we have to be able to get, ships have to be able to travel through the Strait of Hormuz safely. That stuff wasn't happening. And so here we are today. So it's not against the United States. Israel is our ally, and protecting Israel is in our best interest. Right? It's one of our strongest allies.
It's by far our strongest ally in the Middle East.
The Middle East, they're
Not
important for our
They're our strongest ally in the Middle East. They are. Not even close.
So Sterling, you brought up a good point. Thank you for that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot what it was, but yeah, you're welcome.
It's okay.
I think that perhaps we need to re-examine, in my opinion, like who our allies are and whether or not they have our best interest in mind. And when we have our so-called allies, getting us in conflicts and bogged down for 20 years, I struggle to call that country an ally. And when that ally is bombing other countries that are our allies as well, things get really tricky.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's not a bad idea. Donald Trump has already expressed his concern with NATO and some of the disappointments there. It's interesting how many countries we help, and then now at a time like this, are we receiving the same amount of help? I think this is very telling, but Donald Trump is the perfect president, perfect person to make the tough decisions because he doesn't care if something's been happening for a long time. He's cleaned up a lot of fraud, things that are just people do it just because it's been done. And even though it's wrong, even though it hurts the country, Donald Trump came in and said, you know what, cut this program. We're not going to do this. We're going to make changes. And that's why people are in an uproar. I don't think it's good enough to say, oh, these things have been done forever. If it's flawed, if it's not working, it's time to change it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Whew, so I will be watching. I'm sorry. Were you guys going to say something?
Well, I would say that our whole our whole way of invading other countries and starting wars isn't working. That's what's not working. It's not working for us. I can't even remember the last war that we won. Like, maybe like World War II or something like that,
We
Ever
win
since
battles. Like, I want to say, let's see, John says, Ali.
allies.
Oh, thank you. We have our crap. Oh, God, what's wrong with me? We have our allies. We have our crap. We give them weapons and allies and everything else from. Okay. Okay. I just got bit by a mosquito. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
you know, you had mentioned something about like other presidents didn't do anything before.
I'm not gonna say they didn't do anything because we know that there's been presidents negotiating with Iran. Whether those negotiations were successful or not, that's a different question. But you know, this isn't our first time in a conflict with Iran. This isn't new. Like these tensions have been escalating.
Well, I think you were saying something about how like we wanted Trump demanded that they stop their nuclear program or something, and Iran refused. But we had a deal, right, where they had stopped, and
Are
we
you
could
talking
go.
about Obama? I covered that the other day. Are you talking about Obama?
Yeah.
Donald Trump said it was one-sided.
Say what?
It was one-sided, and
How,
it just
how so?
They haven't really officially called this one a war besides a conflict, but
Well, Iraq was a war for sure. Afghanistan was a war for sure. It got voted on through Congress, so I'm not sure what that person is talking about.
okay.
But yeah, so what do you mean by one-sided though? How is it one-sided?
You have to look at the deal with Obama, and I didn't say that I considered it one-sided. That's what Donald Trump said that he didn't like about the deal with Biden. He said it was terrible, never should have been made in the first place.
Right.
And now some people accuse Obama's deal, saying that he was paying a ransom, but Obama has declined and said it wasn't a ransom. They were negotiating. So, but anyways, that's why Donald Trump got rid of the deal with Obama, and I'm glad that he did. 21, right? Oh, they're talking to each other. Okay, so yeah. So we'll just see, and then I saw what else were they talking about? They were talking about the draft, and America's being drafted and having to go to war to be effective. When is it effective? The 2000.
I think it's December of and the end of
last year actually, and it's just out. Hold on, but they're not even actually calling it a draft. Hold on, unless they changed it from the last one I looked it up. So they're still saying that no active military draft. There's no plans, but you still have to volunteer. So to me, what's the difference? Like, the U.S. has operated. I talked about this yesterday. In all volunteer force since 1973.
Right. I think they're talking
No,
about like.
no, you're right, Claude. December 26th is where they're gonna start enforcing this more, because it's actually gonna be a felony if you don't sign up. So requirements. So all male citizens, is it male, not just female? Nearly all male citizens and male immigrants, get those immigrants, make them serve. Living in the United States between 18 and 25 are going to be required to register. So, I know. So it's like registering, and the only reason why I just thought about this, it wasn't passed through Congress, so a draft will have to be through Congress. So you can enforce them and make it a law to register, but the only difference is it's not passed through Congress. Would you say, Kaiser, the deal really wasn't a deal? Clinton gave the missiles. I did post that on my community wall. I posted about what Obama gave to the Iranians. And of course, people just gaslit and said, "Oh, misunderstood. What are you posting? Oh my goodness." I just posted facts.
those were facts.
I posted facts, Claude,
I said those were facts. I agreed. I said those were facts.
Yeah.
That's scary. I'm agreeing too much.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Is it?
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
It
Look at Doc. So funny. It's always okay to agree with me, but you don't have to agree with me. We'll be friends either way. It's a cool cap. We'll be friends either way, Claude. You don't have to agree with me. I respect your opinion for whatever it is. Anything that you ever want to share, I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Yeah, I think they're making it like you're automatically signed up for the draft, if I'm not mistaken. Like when
They're
you
not
turn age,
considered the draft, but I kind of it's you have to volunteer. You do have to volunteer your service.
right? Unless they bring back a draft, in which case they're saying that all people, all males, I think it is males, like you said, are going to be automatically enlisted in that pool for the.
So right now you have to do it yourself, right? But if there's a draft, then they'll automatically list you. Is that because I do know that the draft has to be passed through Congress.
Right.
So.
Right. You're probably right. But it's funny that, you aren't automatically you aren't automatically enrolled to vote or enlisted to vote, but you're automatically enlisted to be drafted. Like if you can automatically put
I'm
someone.
glad that everybody, because there's so many uneducated people when it comes to and they just vote. Like I don't mind that people aren't required to vote, because now I do think people should use their right to vote, but you know, now conservatives, get out there and vote. Republicans, get out there and vote, because you guys have responsibility. Everybody has a responsibility, but make your voices heard. Midterms is going to be really important, and we love our country. I'm not saying that Democrats don't love the country. I'm not saying that. It's not a right against left thing. But conservatives, please get out there and vote.
That's
the right thing.
Midterms is going to be wild.
Everybody to vote, but the left. Yeah.
I did not say for the left not to vote. I did not say that, Claude. Did I say that?
No, what I heard.
I didn't say for any. I just said that everybody should vote. I said everybody should get out there and use their voice.
I didn't hear that.
That's what people have died for in this country. Vote. Use your voice.
Conservatives, get out there and vote. Liberals, stay your asses home. No.
Yeah, that's what she insinuated.
And that's the type of unbiased news delivery that we come here for.
Sterling.
Conservatives, get out there and vote. Leftists, go out there and riot.
I really want to take you guys to the store. When I go to the store,
I'm just playing.
When I go to the store, you guys, and get my gear. Now, I don't think I'll wear a Trump shirt for you guys anymore because of the backlash I got. And I don't want you guys to think I'm a Trump girl, because I'm not MAGA. I'm not MAGA. Make that clear.
You should get a shirt that says that, though. Trump girl.
That I'm not MAGA?
No. Trump girl. That'd be good.
I have
you
some.
You wear a shirt that says Trump girl?
I have it.
You should wear it next time. Trump girl.
No, because when I give my commentary, I need to be unbiased. I need to be able to hear both sides. I don't want people to feel that because I'm wearing a Trump shirt. I did it once. Man, but I lost so many subscribers. I don't care about losing subscribers. I mean, I do, but I do care about losing cash apps and stuff. So, we're not gonna do that anymore. Come on, like, I'm not trying to offend people. It's not all about the money, Sterling. It's not all about the money. But YouTube it costs you guys don't know what it takes to fire up a live stream and dedicate a certain amount of I dedicate a lot of my life to this before I do. YouTube is a business, and a lot of these topics, you can't monetize them, and I want to be able to continue to have a space for us to speak, whether you're right, left, or the other ones,
Independent.
She said that with some bigger. She's like,
I don't have a problem with independence. It's the other ones that I don't understand. I don't have a problem with independence.
Oh, the L word. That's what.
Yeah. That one, I don't understand it. I feel that I just don't understand it. But I live in a very liberal. If you guys are ever in California, in the Palm Springs area, I could show you around. I could show you around. She's trying to help. I'm trying to stay sober. That's right, John. That's right. I am. God bless America. But I love this country so much that I stopped my sobriety commentary and started talking about stuff like this because I felt that conservative voices were being drowned out. And after what happened with Charlie Kirk and other people that are conservatives, I think it's so wrong that that they're painted in a certain light. It's wrong. Freedom of speech doesn't just exist for Democrats; it exists for all of us. And you can't just say that somebody's wrong. A lot of times, if you guys listen to some of these left-wing podcasters, the way they talk about Republicans is just insane. It's just insane, and it's wrong.
You said freedom of speech doesn't only exist for who or where? What'd you say?
Not just if you are a Democrat, you could pretty much say what you want. You can speak about your beliefs. The moment you say you're conservative, people look at what happened with Nicki Minaj. Look at what happened with Nick Cannon. With who's the girl Amber Rose.
And Chili from TLC.
I'm sorry?
Chili from TLC also.
And look at what happened with Chili.
Right.
They're canceled out. They're talking about her concert, all because they found out that she supported Donald Trump. She donated, but she's also donated to the left as well, from what I've read. But because she at one time have supported Donald Trump, and then Chili had to come out and say, I didn't mean to offend anybody. That's what I'm not going to do. If you guys are offended, I'm sorry. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not about to apologize for my belief. But she came back. Nick Cannon came back and tried to recant all those things. And then the Democrats feel like they won. You guys are not about to silence me. That's why I have my own platform. I can speak about whatever I want. I can go on Truth Social. I can go on. I have my Trump clapper, my Trump little. Well, I'm not gonna tell you guys the apps I use, but I love. Claude, why are you looking at me like that? I love knowing that. I mean, we have communities where conservative people can speak and feel okay, and it's just okay. It's okay. But when you look at the Trump tracker and you look at like all the things that Donald Trump, I don't know if you guys have a Trump tracker, but it has like all the
Trump tracker.
Absolutely not.
I didn't know there was.
Claude's definitely got a Trump tracker. I could tell, man.
Tell me more.
It has every little thing that Donald Trump has done.
Okay.
And it's like a little community. And it's just kind of nice because if you're trying to keep a timeline, then it's nice. I wish that Obama had one when he's in office. I could have kept up easier. But it's kind of nice that now we can keep track of what our leaders are doing. Okay.
And does it only say like good stuff, or it says like bad stuff too, or is it mostly like praising him? I'm just asking because I've never heard of it.
Look.
Good stuff, then, yeah.
I think that's an excellent question.
I'm sure it depends on if you like what's being said or not. I mean, if you're reading something and you don't like the statue, then you're going to say, oh, this is bad. But it's all in there.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. That was no, you're good.
I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not. I'm just conservative. So
when you look at Doc's hat, it's just cracking
I'm a
me
Trumper. Proud Trumper. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not a Trumper. Doc said he is. I just believe in what's fair and what's right, and I have to stand by that. I have to stand with that.
I agree with one, like what you were saying about freedom of speech. It should be like for everybody, and including the things that you don't agree with. So I really, and perhaps I might be labeled as someone who never says anything good about the United States. So let me just say right now that I think that's one of the best things that we do here in this country is have that freedom of speech. I think that's one thing we've got majorly right, as opposed to other countries like the UK and Australia who recently have, formulated laws about hate speech, this and that. So I'm really proud of our country for that. Very much so. And I would just wonder, like, if you feel like freedom of speech should be for conservatives, liberals, independents, should it also be for people in Iran saying death to America?
What is wrong with you? Let me tell you something. Sterling, I mean, Sterling, that's a good question.
It's
Well,
just a question.
they're not in the United States.
Okay.
No, and
Okay.
they're not in there. When did we say freedom of speech for the world? Have you
Freedom
heard
of
that?
speech is not freedom of consequence. So you say death to America in America, then expect consequence.
There's consequences. Just like you can't go to the airport. Go to the airport right now and scream bomb, and see if there's not consequences.
Well, I'm not sure if it's the same. What if I went to the airport and said death to Iran? I mean, I'd probably get
Well,
away with that,
what
right?
if you just said death to Flight 33?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about that, but it was just a
Right.
question. Like, I understand that they're not part of they're not citizens of the United States, but I'm just wondering, like, if we believe in freedom of speech, like, how come it doesn't apply elsewhere?
Then why don't you
It
go over there
only,
to
it should
their
only apply
country
to
and
people in
ask
America.
them why doesn't the country allow them to have freedom of speech and not slaughter them when they're protesting? Why don't you start there? Why is it the United States' responsibility to go over there and make sure they have freedom of speech? They need to deal with their country. It's not our job to make sure that they have those rights in their country. Who are we to go over there and do that?
I
Why
agree.
do we
I
why do we need
agree.
to grant another country freedom of speech when they don't even grant their own people freedom of speech?
Exactly. Sterling, are you okay? Listen, it's not our
Yeah.
responsibility. They
No.
have their country.
They
They're over there screaming.
they've recently killed tens of thousands of their own protesters over their freedom, over
Is
their
that
speech.
a fact?
Hmm.
We've seen
Okay.
it. They've
You
shown
saw what?
I played the news. I played it. I didn't just like anything that you're not sure about like that. If it's related to what I'm talking about, I usually, if I have it available, I'll show it to you. But I showed the protests. I showed I even showed the Iranians asking the United States for help because
The
they were speaking
police,
out.
their police chiefs are even telling the cops there to shoot on sight anybody that's protesting.
So that's what we need to start. It's not the United States. You just spoke about is the war okay? Is the war good? And now you want us to make sure that they have freedom of speech over there in Iran. You said get some water,
When
bro.
them saying death to America, they essentially want to kill our freedom of speech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I would push back because I've read some reports recently about how many people died in those protests, and who was the one, who were the people who were like doing the shooting and the killing, and also, like, it's really hard to get the facts when we bomb their internet services, right? To make sure that there's no reporting from the ground. And from what I hear, the numbers were wildly exaggerated to help us get into that war. And then also the reports now are saying that the people on the ground shooting were Mossad agents, that they were armed by the United States and Israel. And then we basically exaggerated how bad the whole thing was. At the same time, we suppressed the news from getting out because we bombed their internet.
They've been assaulting their own citizens for years.
Oh, really?
Even before all this started.
But like Misunderstood said, like, why isn't that their problem? Like, that's their country. Let them resolve it. Why are we going in there trying
Because it's
to?
eventually going to become our problem when they're saying death to America. Eventually, they're going to come knocking on our doorstep.
We gotta have national security. We have to protect ourselves from attacks, and we just do, and that's what you want to prevent something from happening, not
Hey, you
wait.
don't want to wait for them to strike first, and then all of a sudden be reactionary.
Exactly.
That's why Trump was proactive
And I
in
love that.
with Iran, and I actually agree with him with that.
It was definitely preemptive. You're right, because they didn't attack us. and instead we attacked them first. So I agree with that's what happened.
But they were
They've
given
been doing
warnings prior to the attack, though. That's
proxy
the
attacks for
difference.
years.
They were given warnings way before that, though. It wasn't like they weren't warned ahead of time. And then even worse, they wouldn't even let the inspectors in to see what they were doing as far as the nuclear provisions. They wouldn't let the people in so they could inspect. So
I remember, I'm pretty sure it goes long before this, but I remember Trump saying back in May that they need to get their act together or else we'll be doing what we're doing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like the only reason we should invade another country and start a war or a conflict or whatever you want to call it is if we have been attacked, and we're defending our own country. But it's hard to say we're doing that when we're invading another country who didn't attack us.
They've been attacking us through proxies for years.
Oh, I didn't know that. How so?
Yeah. Through the Houthis, through what the heck? Hezbollah.
And Houthis and Hezbollah.
Yeah.
Oh,
these are both Iran backed.
Okay. And Hezbollah attacked us, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Give me an example. Google is free. You can research it. I think that. Wait, let me say this, Sterling. Hang on, I want us to be friends. When I covered it, I played videos so people didn't have to just really take my word for it. I did play the videos when the word first came out, but Hezbollah and Houthis have been attacking. They're a terrorist group. So Iran is known for attacking through proxy. So that's still attacking the United States. Our military bases.
The Beirut bombing was done by Hezbollah. So that's one I can think of off top.
Was that back years ago, or you're talking about in this
years
month?
ago?
Okay.
That was years ago.
Okay.
They said that is not true. This is what people say. Jason says Trump did this to start a new conversation, stay away from the Epstein files. Trump released the Epstein files. The Biden administration did it. Donald Trump did. No, this has nothing to do with the Epstein files. The Epstein files are still have been released. Do I like the way that they released? No, but isn't that why he removed people that he did because of their handling of the Epstein files?
Yeah. Like Pam Bondi. Right? Is that
about how she handled the Epstein files?
Yeah. Is that who you're referring to?
Bondi, yes. Bondi.
Yeah.
I think I covered that trial with you guys. It was quite interesting. Did I play the case with? Maybe did I? I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I covered Bondi when we were talking about it. But yes, he removed her. He talked about how she handled it. Again, that's not a Republican or a Democrat thing. A lot of people didn't like how that was handled, and here we are. But the word is not to cover up the Epstein files. I don't believe that at all.
But the Houthis have been attacking like naval ships as recently as 3 years ago. So they've been attacking us for a bit.
Yeah.
Hijacking airplanes, attacking naval ships, bombing embassies.
Those files, but you know what? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the cash out.
Excuse me just one moment.
Sure, Uncle Claude, take your time.
Yeah, take your time. Cheshire.
I hope that you guys don't ever feel that you have to censor yourself on my account. Okay? I hope that even if I get a little hyped up, I'm trying. I'm just hyper passionate. It's hard for me to sit here so long. I'm gonna have to start streaming upstairs so I can have more room. I'm getting my upstairs, you know, because sometimes I need to get up when I'm talking to you guys. Like I feel like let's go. Whew.
Yeah, and as far as being censored, I never felt censored, and I appreciate that about your channel.
I feel quite controlled here.
Some-
Maybe you got me under a leash.
Sometimes I say things and it looks like it does have like a physical impact on you, and then I kind of censor myself because I'm like, oh no, you know.
No, you don't have to censor yourself. You don't have to, because just as here's the thing, just as passionate as I am about what I say, I expect you guys to be just as passionate. I don't have to water yourself down for me. If I react, I try to, I'll be okay. I'll breathe. But I figured you probably feel okay because you come back. But no, you don't have to censor yourself on my account.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you see a little crease in her nose, run.
Oh, is that how you know?
I mean, I think it's obvious that I'm happy that we have a Republican back in office, right? I am. But even if it wasn't Donald Trump, I probably would still be talking about the stuff that I'm talking about right now, still from a conservative point of view. Whenever.
No, I'm starting to see it now. Claude, you do look like 50 Cent.
Absolutely not.
You look like you could bench about 300 though.
Daisha says, if you can handle the beef sector, I know you can handle this.
Right.
Daisha, right? That's why I do tell people when they're coming at me or they're coming at my views, I'm like, I might be sitting here, but I'm not gonna follow your comments. Don't. Same thing with you, Daisha. Daisha will go in on the chat when I'm in a vertical stream, and Daisha is going in. I'm not worried about Daisha. Daisha will get you together real quick. All I say is, don't block Daisha. Don't time out Daisha. Daisha is, we're from the same kind of place, but Daisha is not. She'll give it right back to you. I love Daisha. And listen, I'm not trying to change you guys at all.
She got the golden ticket. She's good.
I love Daisha. Yeah, I'm not trying to change you guys at all, but I'm so strong. I feel so strong about what I believe, and I feel.
Can't tell.
But with that being said, I definitely, number one, I don't agree with everything Donald Trump says and does. Absolutely. Like this picture, bad idea. Bad. I don't know what he was thinking. The timing, the climate that we're in, not good for the country. I'm for what's the best thing for the country. It wasn't good. Do I think that it's the worst thing that could ever happen? Well, that's relative, okay? Because it depends on where your beliefs are. If you're not Christian, you're not going to carry the way, all right? I happen to be Christian. My family is Catholic. So I think that when it comes to things like this, I think it's really important for us to feel secure in this country and for us to trust in our leaders. And I do not want to see Donald Trump fighting with the Pope. I think you got to pick and choose your battles. You're taking too much consideration, holding back in fear concerning the reaction. I hold back in fear. Oh, if you guys want more reaction out of me, just say the word. If you feel like I'm holding back and you guys can't tell where I'm coming from, just tell me. I have no problem.
I think Trump needs a little bit more of a filter. Just a little bit.
He's not worried about public opinion and who likes him.
I know that. But there's just certain things that it's just like, oh, that's a line too far.
Yeah.
But that's
him.
He's
like I need to react more, or you guys can't tell where I stand on something. Kaiser says I take too much into consideration. I hold back in fear. I didn't feel that I hold back things in fear, but if you feel that way, I'll make sure that we don't have that problem. Yes. don't have any
Yeah.
problems with it.
Back and forth.
I don't feel that way. I don't feel any hold back at all.
Mm-mm.
It'd be nice to see Claude with a flag in his background.
It won't be an Iranian one. I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
It won't be that. I can guarantee you that one.
Oh, yeah, somebody came up here with one. What's his name? Casino? Casino
Yeah.
or something? Was
And
it?
I was
Was
just like, you know what? If that's what you choose to do, bro, then I mean,
He
I'm
was
probably
on
gonna
his
say it just
he
like
was
that.
on his troll
Yeah,
thing,
he
man.
was
You'll
trolling.
never see him fly out to Tehran.
I would hope not.
I would just not. No, he would never do that. Even if when it frees up, I don't think he would ever do that.
He was on his trolling mess, but you can't. I don't know. You
Although
can't.
there are parts of Iran that look absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't mind visiting, but I don't ever foresee
Well,
myself going.
it was a playpen. It was a playpen for the rich many years ago. But once the Shah was overthrown, and you have radical Islam, because there's different types of Islam. These are the most radical of the radicals, and this is why we're here now.
Can I just jump in and explain what I was trying to communicate?
Oh, sure.
Sterling, you said I can see the physical reaction, so I pull back and I don't, I take consideration.
I do that
Yeah,
too, to a degree.
yeah, I did. I mean, like to a degree, like you said. When she says, I don't want you guys to hold back. I want you to be able to say anything. Speak freely. I just
I
commented that.
just got disconnected.
I'm sorry, what?
Damage.
I don't think if you have any sort of a respect toward the other person, I don't think you totally speak freely. Like even if you disagree with them, if you want to speak freely, you're gonna go right for the jugular and hurt their feelings. And if you have respect for that person, you'll control yourself to a degree while getting your point out.
Facts. Absolutely.
Like I'm pretty sure there'll be a point where I disagree with MU, and I'll be like, I'll express myself in a way that isn't disrespectful to her in any sort of way.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. Like, Justin, there's two of you. How are you backstage again?
He's been cloned. The Dutch are going wild.
Hey. Justin, there's two of you. I don't know what. I don't know what the heck you got going on, Justin. You got some. You got something going on. Look at my babies. Oh. All right, let me get them down. Justin was very disrespectful last time. How was Justin disrespectful?
Huh?
When has Justin ever been disrespectful? I've never seen Justin disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh, Semper Fi, John.
What I was actually trying. I'm sorry, I had a call and it messed up my things.
Oh, okay. I just
What
wasn't
was
sure if pretending to be you.
No, it was because Sterling is such a nice guy that when he can see, a visual reaction, he holds back, and that's exactly what the U.S., Israel, and the rest of the international community did with that deal with Iran. That's exactly why they made that deal with Iran. It had a backstop. It had no real. It had no real. It had nothing good in it for the U.S. or Israel or anyone else for that matter. It lifted sanctions and let Iran deal with the whole world, and it released a lot of money withheld from those sanctions. And that's the problem, because then they could build a missile program, and that would feed over to Hezbollah, Houthis, the Muslim Brotherhood, and whoever Iran was funding. So that's why the Iran deal was horrible for everyone other than the Islamic regime. So what I was saying was that, well, Sterling, it's perfectly understandable and very gentlemanlike and nice of you, to take people into consideration. But that's what that deal did, and that was what was so bad with that deal, that that it kind of cock-blocked ourselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you might be right. From what I understood, we had the right to go in there without any foreknotice, heads
Yes.
up. We could
Yes.
go. So when you say that it did nothing for us and it was all one-sided, I disagree. We had the agreement that we could go in there and inspect willy-nilly whenever we
Yes,
wanted to. And the
and
leader
Blocked
in
it though.
this, I'm sorry,
They blocked it.
who blocked
They
what?
didn't allow for it.
Huh?
They didn't allow for it. They didn't allow for us to go in there and inspect.
and not just when Trump pulled the plug. They were very difficult about this. They made it very hard for inspectors to come in. So they weren't holding up their end of the agreement,
They
even though
were they were doing that even with Obama in office and Biden. They were making it
yeah.
hard for people to inspect.
But what we've been sold is this idea that, well, Iran were perfectly willing and gentlemanlike about this deal, holding up their end of the agreement, but they weren't. So what they were doing is they're going to get everything, best of every world, while they're arming themselves and funding terror against those who they have agreement with. So this is dirty business. And this deal, I've looked into this. This deal was well, it wasn't worth the paper it was printed on. Really, it was a fata morgana,
Not at all.
an illusion. But that's not what people think. And well, yeah, that's because people want peace. Really, the one thing they want most of all is peace. I want peace and quiet here. Whenever my girlfriend she flips, oh my God, we're gonna have another war. What the hell? Everybody wants peace and go by the business.
Hey, Damage.
Good morning, Damage.
Good morning, Damage.
Morning.
We were talking a little bit about the picture with Donald Trump and, the one that he said he was a doctor, and now we just kind of have an open chat. We were talking about the Strait of Hormuz being closed, and Justin's explaining some stuff. Just a relaxed chat, Damage.
So that was kind of my analogy, with you being nice, Sterling.
Okay, I think I understand. Me being nice isn't necessarily good for the conversation, just the same way that us being nice and striking a peace deal with Iran is not good for the situation. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
I think I understand your point.
Yeah. So you might have some very valuable insight, to that conversation, even though it might seem harsh on surface level. It might actually be something worth saying because it might move something. But that's what we did with I'm saying we because, well, I support the U.S. That's what we did because we wanted to be nice and we wanted, to show Iran that, well, if you can play ball with us, we can play ball with you. But you need to remember that some people and some, cultures don't will never see eye to eye with you on certain things. And Iran, the Islamic regime, not the Iranians, but the Islamic regime will never see eye to eye with us in any way.
Well, it got really quiet.
I was gonna say thank you, Justin, for explaining yourself. So you were kind of saying that to Sterling, not to me. Yeah, Sterling never has to hold back his expressions or anything that he has to say for Emu. Open chat, anybody can have their opinions about what I'm saying, and that's just how it is.
I didn't mean to stop the conversation.
No. I was just thinking about what you said, and you have a point. Like there may be it may be a detriment to the country to be overly passive and agreeable, and I would say also though the other side of that is that being aggressive, being belligerent, being invasive also is no good for our country.
No.
And when we say like Iran would never be, or the I forgot how you said it, the Islamic regime would never be on the same page as us. I mean, first of all, we had an agreement, but okay, maybe you pointed out the flaws in that. Okay, but also like their supreme leader had a fatwa that said absolutely no nuclear weapons.
Well, but that to the outside world, the devil whispers in your ear. You're not always gonna play nice within this that was not very well put. One thing is what you say, tell the world. Another is what you're doing behind closed curtains. So yeah, you might say, well, he said this, but that's not what they really mean. Because the deal allowed for development of the missile program, and by that and the release of the funds by lifting sanctions allowed Iran to fund or these proxy wars. So you're in fact you're saying, well, no nuclear work or no nuclear achievements while we're working on nuclear achievements behind closed doors, while we're trying to attack you at the same time. So everything that fatwa to the outside world, it should mean nothing. It's hollow, has no meaning. But it's something, But he said this, so it must be true. But within close quarters, we're doing something completely different because it allows them to build up arsenal power. To when we are actually able to strike for real.
Hey, good morning, QI.
QI.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
So you think whenever Putin says something, you think he's full of shit, right? You can't believe anything that Putin says. You can't believe anything Xi in China says. Well, yeah, but why can't you think that about the Ayatollah?
Well, I think you're making assumptions about what I believe. Like I don't feel like everything Putin says is a lie.
No. But okay, yes, this was maybe pretty generalized. But a lot of people think that, well, Putin's full of shit. Well, every leader, world leader, is in some way or form full of shit. Netanyahu is full of shit sometimes. Trump is full of shit sometimes. It
Hey,
depends. No, I'm not criticizing really Trump.
no,
I'm
it's okay.
because
It's
this
trust
is
me.
it's strategy.
It's it's okay. What was I with this?
So Trump says, well, we're not going to bomb within 7 days, within 7 days, and he does it at the fifth. Well, is he full of shit? No, he just goes back on what he said to the public. It's different.
What's the difference?
There's no difference. He just did it before. He said he was going to do it. He said there was going to be 7 days. He did it on the fifth. What's the problem? Well, there's no real problem with it. But you could say that about the Ayatollah too. Well, we're not going to pursue nuclear weapons, but well, they do it anyway. But that's a problem for us.
The 60%, the uranium was enriched, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 60%, and it takes weeks to enrich to weapon grade, a month maybe.
Okay.
It depends on uh, um, how competent the engineering is, and then you have to make the payload, the delivery system, so the actual bomb, and that's no small feat in itself. So that's very very complicated. But so they were within maybe 6 months of making a bomb that they could hit Israel with. That would definitely destabilize the whole Middle East, and that would create so many problems. So not just because we have to be the protector of Israel, but a destabilized Middle East is a problem. Oh, I couldn't imagine the problems with the destabilized Middle East. That's why the Abraham Accords. I keep pointing back to the Abraham Accords because it was brilliant, just brilliant. And you can see, even though that Iran is lashing out, hitting Qatar, Bahrain, the UAE, Saudi Arabia with their missiles, and they're blaming it on the US and Israel. They won't meddle because they've got this trade agreement in place. They really want this to happen because it's going to benefit everyone. But Iran doesn't like that because then they lose, the power, their power. Well, the Iranian regime will lose their power. The Iranians won't, because in time they can jump on board in this, and this will be beneficial for everyone because that's what we found out, uh, after the Second World War, that instead of beating each other up, we should trade with each other, use each other's um, abilities. That's why until Russia, went into Ukraine, two democratic countries had never gone to war with each other after the Second World War. That was kind of the lesson from the Second World War, the real lesson.
To think about. Definitely a lot to think about.
Let me address QI. Obama, the Obama Act. You're talking about the Unaffordable Care Act, the Affordable Care Act. It didn't work. What are you talking about? Where did that even come from? Go ahead, you guys. It didn't work. It's flawed, and it's not practical for all Americans.
No, but I can understand why, you want to do something like that. I understand, the allure about universal healthcare. Just with such a large country as the US, with so many people, it's very difficult, to switch. It's not just from the one day we're going to do this and the next day, well, now we have universal healthcare, because much infrastructure that you don't have, and you need a different kind of taxation, and I'm not sure Americans want that.
Yeah, I hear that argument about like, oh, it wouldn't work in the United States because the United States is so big, but I reject that.
Well, it's not just because of that. It's because in a country like the Nordic countries where we have universal healthcare, we are very homogeneous, and we agree on pretty much everything. We can have differences of opinions, but they're not very big. Uh, Not in comparison to the US, because you're so different. You're kind of, like a melting pot of cultures and people. We don't have that in the same extent. So we agree on pretty much everything. The US doesn't really. You can agree on to live up to the Constitution, but other than that, you're very free. So you're gonna have a big fight on your hands about taxation, and that's gonna be much is gonna be much bigger than you may think, because the land of the free, the home of the brave. The one thing that you pretty much agree on, over the full board, is your military, your armed forces. That's good. That's something that we cannot agree on in Europe, for example, and it's been and that has comes with the consequence also, has made us weak. But it's because you're so different, come with so many different cultures, and you don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and you have to see eye to eye, and that means the government will come and have to take money out of your pocket.
Okay. I mean, the UK has, is a melting pot as well, and they have it.
Not in the same way, and the NHS is under a huge has been under a huge strain for many years, and the quality is definitely not up to par with the rest of Europe. And Germany is going through this also now, and France is going through this. Spain will go through this pretty soon. Italy and Greece are going to find themselves in a lot of problems. Yeah, and that's because of the mass influx of migrants.
Okay, yeah, it's not because all those countries have like free healthcare and socialized medicine.
Well, they do, but it's because now there's coming a strain with different cultures, so many people that we're not prepared to provide with that healthcare, because it costs money, and you have you know this many people paying into taxes, but you're getting uh, people running, throwing themselves over the border, and then we have to take care of these people too, and it kind of inflates um, inflates the healthcare because it's not prepared to take that much. It's the same in the U.S. How much money you pay per immigrant. It's a big problem for you also.
Oh, we closed the border. We closed the
Yeah,
border.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you still
Yeah.
have you still have a big problem with those that have come in. Because where do you put them? Where do you? It comes with a lot of financial responsibilities that you're not prepared for. We're not prepared for it, but we've just been idiots about it. Because look at us, look how we're nice people, you know. This is virtue signaling. It's been that for the in the U.S. now. Trump, thank God, has closed the border, but we haven't done the same. We still have this problem in the Mediterranean where boats are sailing over, and we don't know what to do about it. We can't do anything about it because now we're not willing to do anything about it because it will. If we do something, it's gonna seem like we're very bad people, that we hate foreigners. That's not the case.
Yeah, and the last point I wanted to make was that as far as it costing the taxpayer money, our current system costs more. And there's been studies, even by Republicans, the Koch brothers, that said that socialized medicine or Medicare for all or free healthcare, however you want to say it, saves the country trillions of dollars over the course of 10 to 15 years.
Yes, I would actually agree. That's not the problem. The problem is that I think, and I mentioned this some while ago, that Ben Shapiro actually had something. He actually had something wise to say about this. You can have universality, you can have accessibility, and you can have quality. So you can have two of these. You cannot have all three at the same time. You can have two of these, and then you have to pick which two. So what's going to happen to you is you want the accessibility and you want the affordability, but then it's gonna have effect on the quality. So you're going to have a big reduction in research, for example.
Uh, okay. All right. All right. But I reject the fact that quality would go down when I see polls of other countries like Canada and UK and Australia. They're all happier with their healthcare than what we are. They all have a lower infant mortality rate, for example. They have longer life expectancies. So I don't.
Well. That's also due to regulations on what you can put into food. So we have much stricter production restrictions than you have. So the food is way more restricted than it is in the U.S. Our food is way more healthy than yours is, and that's by a large margin.
Yes, you're right.
So when we live longer, we have maybe
Mhm.
fewer problems with health. It's largely due to what we're intaking, food. Even medicine is much more regulated than it is in by the FDA. So
Well,
there's a lot of differences there. But you will see you can do it. It's not a problem. Well, it will come with certain startup problems, but you can do it. But your quality will definitely take a hit. It will not be as progressive in gaining quality than you have been used to, because you've been allowed to be much more progressive in development. that we have in Europe.
The only people developing in healthcare is big pharma, and what they develop is what's going to make them money. It's not what we need.
Well, it is what you need, but it looks like it's just, they're developing, yeah, but you have government research. It's gonna take a hit also. So you can say big pharma, yeah, but it's not completely separate from government research. And you have much more, you have far larger economic muscles than we do in Europe, to do research. And that's a lot of healthcare. The money for healthcare is going to take away. It's going to be that money is going to be taken away from the research. So it's going to come. Everything you do is going to come with a consequence. And then it's just.
Go ahead.
No, it's just about what you're going to choose. It's about your choices. It's about every choice bears a consequence.
Let me address Daisha from the chat and some of you from the chat. QI from the chat. Thank you, Sterling and Justin. So ask Chili from TLC how it's working out for her. So she's talking about Chili's support for Donald Trump. That's very problematic. Anytime you have to worry about supporting a certain party, because she didn't just get she got blasted for her support of conservatives, and I think that's problematic. I will not do what Chili did and take back anything I've said about Republicans or the conservative party. I think that Democrats need to get a hold of themselves and be able to have a certain amount of maturity. If somebody supports Donald Trump, she's also supported the left and Democrats. So why is it a problem now? It's not a Chile problem. It's an American problem, and you guys need to do better. Now, as far as the Unaffordable Care Act, it had large premiums, and which led to fewer providers. There's a lot of problems with long-term healthcare under the Obama plan, and it's faced a lot of criticism. And not everybody qualifies for those.
Subsidies.
Not everybody qualifies for. Not everybody qualifies for these low deductibles and things like that. So there's a lot of problems with Obamacare, and it's not affordable for not every American. So if we want healthcare to be affordable, that plan didn't make it affordable for every American. It's very flawed, but you guys refuse to look at the whole thing of it, and that's why we need a better plan. We need a better plan.
Right. I agree. I actually agree. This might surprise you, but I agree. I feel like the Affordable Care Act was not good for the country. And yes, some people who qualified for the subsidies were better off temporarily. I feel like, but the burden came to the taxpayer, and we were just kicking kicking the can down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just building up the deficit. And I think there is no such thing as affordable healthcare unless it's free, unless there's no cost to it. As soon as you allow Big Pharma to write the Affordable Care Act, which the Big Pharma wrote that, it's only going to benefit them. It's not going to benefit us. And as soon as you have money in it, they're going to exploit that. And so I just feel like if it's no charge and we get them out of the picture, the big healthcare and Big Pharma, then that's when the American people can prosper.
And you're right, but you're going to see a big fight with insurance companies.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, of course, but that's a fight we should be willing to take on.
I agree.
At one point there was banks that were broken up, right? Roosevelt did that. Too big to fail. But like now we have those same companies and corporations that are too big to fail, and so we don't break them up. We bail them out over and over. Whether it's the auto industry, whether it's Wall Street, we bail them out, and all their profits go to the corporation.
Yeah.
But anytime they have losses, it's spread over it's socialized. That part is socialized because the taxpayer, we have to come up with the money to bail them out.
Yeah, it happened here also, in 2008, where, Lehman Brothers, we had our biggest banks, they broke also, and we all had to, pay into that kind of, socialized once again. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a whole industries that are gonna be bailed out because we need the industries are needed. They position themselves in a manner so well. Yeah, no matter what we do, we're gonna get a bailout because they can't live without us, and that's kind of the problem. You're gonna see industries. If it's not one industry, it's gonna be the other industry. But yeah, the auto industry, you have a big problem on your hands with the auto industry because Europe is not going to take the cars anymore. We're going over to electric vehicles. It's kind of been insane, the transition. It's yeah. So that will just be me wanting a Jeep Wrangler. I really want a Jeep Wrangler.
Were you guys talking to me? I'm sorry. I had to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
were. I'm so
All of a
sorry.
sudden, you weren't there, and we didn't know.
It just got silent. It just got all the way silent.
Yeah.
Sorry. You guys were talking, and you guys just couldn't hear me, and I was talking to you guys, so I just. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question for me? I'm so sorry. What
He was
we lost
he was
thought. Okay.
he was saying he wants a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the only one, wanting a car from the US. No, but yeah, you're not making cars anymore that Europeans want.
I don't know about that. Like, we export a lot of BMWs. We make BMWs and Volvo, and I see other manufacturers here in South America like Chevrolet, Ford. So I'm not sure about that.
What do you mean? Well, BMW is German, and you're gonna see BMW making electric cars more and more.
Yeah,
Because
and they'll be made in Greenville, South Carolina, for one thing, and
that's because Trump has he's been threatening with his tariffs. So what the smart thing about Trump threatening the world with tariffs is that he's also saying if you come here and you make your cars here, then you're not going to get hit by the tariff. So that's pretty. So he's not just saying you're going to pay a tax on this, but if you bring your company here and make the cars here, well, then you're not going to get hit with the tax. And that's just smart. So we like to say in Europe, we like to complain in Europe and say, oh, big bad USA coming here putting tariffs on anyone, but we have the same problem with China. So a lot of people in Denmark, for example, I guess, well, this has been going on around Europe. We look at China and we see, whoa, they produce a lot of cheap stuff, and we want cheap stuff. So a lot of people are going on Temu and Alibaba and all these different Chinese companies and buying all sorts of things, clothes, gadgets, everything. And the whole EU, well, they have seen this as a problem So all of a sudden, they put tariffs on goods from China that the consumer is paying. So they've done exactly the same thing, just on other goods. But they like to, cry out and tell the U.S. and Europe and Trump that, oh, hey, you're such a bad man for doing this, while we're doing the exact same thing. It's ridiculous, and it's actually I got a little the day I saw it on the news. I actually had muni puke, so I threw a little bit up in my own mouth. It was not nice. So this is all about people, companies, countries, leaders are doing the exact same things all over the place, but it's a matter of how they frame it. It's all about framing.
QI, you're asking me a lot in the chat instead of coming up. It's really hard to have. You're typing a lot. Your fingers have got to be tired. Now, I'm going to go through some of your questions.
That's why I give up.
Yeah, she's typing a lot. And did I read? There's problems with the American Care Act. I see you talking about rich people and all that. It's not a rich versus poor thing. Long term, there's problems with it. Only the people with only the people with jobs that would normally opt out of home care because they could not afford it. It sounds to me that you haven't done a lot. Good morning, Henny. That you haven't done a lot of research on it, and so what you're saying is very surface level.
It's because
why? All right, thank you for hanging out with me.
It's because companies can.
So the tax money can go to wars and not to citizens. That has nothing to do with the Affordable Care Act. You're just putting things together that don't match. So I don't know if you just felt like tired. I got to rest my whole body. I'm going to keep on trying to keep up, so I keep on typing. My fingers got tired. I was trying to type in the chat. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm tired. I have to just talk. I thought I talked about, maybe I didn't talk about the Affordable Care Act in detail because I tend to talk about what's current, and that really after 2025, it was at its highest before Trump got into office. So I don't find it as relative now. I still think that we need a better plan, and we need a plan for all Americans. We need a plan that Americans can't afford, where we can get good doctors, qualified doctors, and our premiums aren't so high.
The smart thing about the smart thing about healthcare through your employer is that it incentivizes people to get a job, because employers are in better shape to make collective agreements on healthcare. So that's kind of smart because it kind of pushes people over to a job. But now I'm not quite sure about how the job market is. I think you've actually just had a very good job numbers in the last quarter, but I could be wrong. So in that sense, it's kind of smart, but it has a breaking point. So it doesn't fix everything, because we know that poor people don't have as good a health as middle income people or rich people.
I see QI be sarcastic saying everybody's on a panel. Rich, listen.
I'm definitely not rich.
Oh boy.
Okay, QI, would you agree on that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, speaking of healthcare, I have to get ready for my doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I have to get ready. I was gonna play a little bit more about Donald Trump, but it's like 2:20 in the morning, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up too. Do you guys have anything else that you want to say before I get out here? Claude, good luck with your doctor appointment. Good luck with your doctor appointment.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Hope you get your TDS cured. No, I'm just playing.
That
I'm
might be
just
permanent.
joking, sir. Don't
No, I
cover
know.
my head, man.
No, it's true. That might be that. Unfortunately, might be permanent.
I'm glad you said that before I put off this Trump video. You guys,
That
I
might,
don't know what it is, but
Yeah, we
anytime I'm
need Trump
tired,
video. Cheer up the mood.
Oh,
whenever I'm feeling tired, I play down Trump, and I just feel like up. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is. I don't know if it's
you just it lulls you into a nice little comfort zone. Just makes you want to just like go to sleep and feel all warm and
Does
fuzzy on the
everybody?
inside and everything.
Do you guys feel like that when I play a video? That's why I try to cheer you guys
Oh,
up.
that me definitely for sure. I know Claude does for sure.
Yes, yeah, me too.
oh boy.
well, I have
Absolutely,
PMS.
Claude's going absolutely not.
I get excited when I hear the video. Like I feel like, ooh, damn.
Yeah.
You're gonna do the Trump YMCA dance? Really?
I actually did that dance. Where were we? Oh yeah, when I went. You guys, so I had a trip planned for my daughter to take her back to the Trump Hotel so we can bond. Yeah, trip's canceled. But Claude, what's your problem?
What? I don't have a problem. I'm just listening to you.
I gotta think of somewhere else for us to go. I gotta think of somewhere else for us to go, but yeah. It's actually pretty nice, the one in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was reasonably priced. Yeah, but I'll think of somewhere else for us to go. I don't know. We'll go somewhere. Yeah. That was just random.
You still got hotels in New York.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to go to New York pretty soon, but now my child's father is talking about how dangerous New York is, and he's worried, and I'm like, I had this plan for a long time, so I'm hoping because we're supposed to go to New York, and then we're gonna go to the Capitol, and I thought that would be a cool trip. So now I don't know. Go to the Ritz. The Ritz is one of my favorite places to go. If you look at any of my YouTube shorts, some of you that's followed me for a while know that's my go-to place because in the desert where I live, you can see the whole valley. It's really cute. If you ever come to Palm Springs area, go to the Ritz here. It's not like the Ritz in other places because it was redone, but it's really pretty. Like our valley is phenomenal. Look at some of my YouTube shorts, Lauren. Yeah. I love the Ritz. What do I get from there? Scallops. I always order scallops. Or noodles, because I really like noodles.
I'm a scallops guy myself, so.
Yeah, I like scallops.
Fried scallops.
Huh?
Is that fried?
I've never had a fried scallop. Is it good?
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, I've only had it. What do you call it? Like it has like the char marks on it, like grilled. But it's so good. I'll have it sauteed or grilled over like a bed of spinach.
Sauteed. Yeah, sauteed is good.
It's delicious. I would love to go to New York. I love New York and the Capitol. Yeah, I love New York. New York is one of my favorite playgrounds, but I haven't.
The greatest city in the world.
Yeah, that's the only place I'll eat. It's not the only place. So I like Chicago pizza as well, but I like New York cuisine. I like Saks. I like to just walk. The comedy clubs there. Shopping. I like to go on the subway and talk to people that don't talk back to me because they look at me like I'm crazy. I just like it. Claude, how come they don't talk back to me when I'm talking to them?
The subways are pretty.
People are just scared.
They're unique to say the least. I'll just put it
I talk back, that's for sure.
It depends on who. It depends on who.
Are you wearing your?
I prefer the Metro North myself.
I don't know. Like we had a car, but I wanted to experience. I wanted to live like I was in New York. So parked the car. We took the subway and we took a taxi.
Yeah.
All I did was ask the taxi to drive the speed limit, and he got so mad at me.
Oh, you really
Going too
ingratiated
fast?
yourself to New York. Oh my goodness.
Was he
Yeah,
going too
because my
fast?
auntie was scared. My auntie was scared of the driving, so I was like, "You scared my auntie? You're gonna have to drive, right?" And he was just like, "This is normal." I was like, "This ain't normal, but whatever."
Oh yeah, the cab drivers they're special. They're special. I'll just say that. And they're unique to each borough because more than likely you're in Midtown Manhattan. And that's a representation of New York City. That's what everybody's used to. But you have to also remember there are 5 boroughs in New York City. So there's a different experience in each borough.
Talking about the Affordable Care Act did not put me in a good mood because why are you laughing? What's wrong with you? Good night, 23 B-Rad. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. LaDawn, good morning. How are you? It's good to see. Oh, look at that picture.
Oh, look at that face. Oh, poor baby. Good morning.
LaDawn, I have not seen you live lately. What's going on with you? I have not seen you live.
Oh my goodness, that face.
Guys, the Affordable Care, because here's the thing. Number one is the plan flaw. I don't want to get into it tonight while my brain is tired. Why don't you remind me to go back into the afford? Oh, QI, I don't know if you're still out there, but you need to have a conversation with me on a panel when I'm awake about it and I can lay it all down. And people love, she's talking about the rich. People keep talking about these higher income households. I have so much to say about that. Do you know who mostly funds the Unaffordable Care Act? Higher households, the higher earners. So sometimes you guys need to stop with this, oh, the rich, the rich, the rich, because the wealthy people pay into a lot of stuff, all right? They're the ones that pay into these programs that I'm not about to get into tonight. It's another conversation for another day. So again, it's not affordable for everybody. And not only that, you guys, I almost feel like sometimes you want to turn this into a socialist country. That'll never work in the United States. Why are you laughing, Claude? I'm not getting into it this morning.
Because
we do got socialist
when you say socialist, it cracks
programs.
me up. Sort of like how you feel about when you're watching Trump.
I'm not gonna get into it tonight. I'm not getting into it because
Who's your favorite mayor in New York? Mandani, your favorite. Look at that face.
Disgusting.
Did you see her face?
I don't know what's wrong with you.
My nose scrunched up like hers when you said Mandani.
I
Look at me.
know.
Look at misunderstood that face.
I don't have I don't have a problem. But this look at our commander in
You know
chief.
you have problems with Mandani. Why are you lying?
You don't have any problems. Look at this.
Oh,
Look at that face.
yeah, look at it. Looks like a tangerine.
Yeah, I do. There are a bunch of crooked people. You're talking about with respect to all of the things that they put against me. Yeah. Well, it's come out that in so many different ways. Thank you very much for that question. I appreciate it.
Stop it.
But
You
in
wanna
so
stop
many
it? Okay.
different ways, the
He
election
won
was rigged.
already.
The 2020
He's the
election was
president.
rigged. We
He's still
found that
harping
out.
on this.
What you just said is just a piece of that. It's a big piece, but minor,
What a lovely
relatively
human
speaking,
being this
compared to
guy
what
is.
they did. They cheated on the
Yeah.
election. They cheated on the vote.
It was lovely
They
as
cheated
Alley
in
Cat.
every way possible, and it's the only way we got an incompetent man to be a president.
feel like
And he was an incompetent man. Many of the things that we're talking about, even including this would have been settled
Sometimes we
a
just say
long
things
time ago.
just in case Claude's reaction.
And it should have been settled by other presidents. But the election was a rigged election. We can't let that happen to our country.
turn it off.
She's all, look at my face.
Well, it's a very serious charge against them and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Democrats.
Good morning, LaDon.
They cheat.
Oh,
They
God.
can't get elected with their policy. So their policy is no good.
Tell them.
They want to have,
Tell them.
open borders. They want to have men playing in women's sport. Do you think that men should play in
They're
women's
eating
sports?
the dogs. They're eating the
I
cat.
really don't have an opinion on that.
You don't. I'll bet you do.
No, I'm here about no
Pizza.
tax on
Oh, man.
tips.
Yeah.
No tax on tips. DoorDash grandma. No tax on tips.
Yeah, go ahead,
Did
please.
that.
Thank you, Mr.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, is this the lady that gave him McDonald's?
Is this you, McDonald?
Yeah, he ordered McDonald's today. Why do I know that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to be doing very
Feel
well there, and
McDonald's.
I think they're doing very well here.
No,
You
I
know, a
want
lot of
McDonald's.
tankers are coming up here. They're coming in empty and out full.
Of all the
And we have
things
a
I
great
just happen
capacity
to
to
have to
take care of that
remember from the
business.
last day, I remember Trump ordered McDonald's.
I have not.
It wasn't that for the world champions or something?
No, he ordered it for himself.
No, I'm saying there was one time he had
Oh yeah. He
no,
ordered it.
who was it?
I think it was like
College team. I want to say it was No, it was Georgia. I think it was
Oh,
Georgia
I'm in on TC because I'm gonna TC. Where
or
are you?
Alabama. One of the two.
TC, where are you? Yeah, he ordered McDonald's.
It was for one of those bum ass SEC schools.
And when he pushed the big red button, people think, well, the Jay Vance and shit, when they were in the meeting and Trump, he pushed the big nuclear button, and it was to get a Coke.
Yeah, it was a good Coke.
Yeah,
Absolutely. There's a big red DoorDash button, and he's like, "All right."
I didn't know all
He's
dogs
like,
did.
I want a Big Mac with extra fries.
That avatar.
Kudos
Yeah,
did, but I didn't know all
And
dogs
an apple
like
pie.
that.
I love that avatar.
Hey, TC, you came up right before I was about to get out of here. What's good?
Oh, my
You
avatar is great.
focus?
Thank you.
Hey,
No.
good morning. How you doing, MU?
I'm fine. Hang on, you guys. Give me a second. Hold on.
Morning.
Y'all be
Hey, good
quiet,
morning,
right?
gentlemen. How you doing?
Hang on, you guys.
Good morning.
Hey.
I love that avatar, LaDawn. Oh my gosh, that is
Hang on, you guys.
hilarious.
And tab of this.
Hey.
Hey
there.
Hey, you're a person back there?
I definitely am. I don't have a camera, so if you want to prove it, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm a person though.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
That sounds like a man.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, MU,
Yeah.
real quick, I just wanted to. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting ready to go to work.
The way she just said,
America's first capital. Okay, is Philadelphia. Numero uno. Numero dos. What was the second capital?
New York.
I know you know thing, Uncle Claude.
New Amsterdam.
It said New York.
It's New York, and of course DC was the last. So MU. Here's the thing: if in the event that you were able to get to New York, you could get to New York. You drive down. Philadelphia is 2 hours, and then the next 2 hours is DC. You get a chance to tackle all three in one whoop-de-whoop.
That's true.
And in actuality, you could do it in a day. However, I wouldn't do it that way because it's so much traffic because of construction, and we are celebrating our 250th celebration for the United States. At least we're celebrating in Philadelphia. I know New York is celebrating heavily, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to take a stab. I know DC is going to be absolutely amazing. So you really get 3 in 1. So you should go to New York. I don't know who said it's like dangerous in New York, but New York is always dangerous. So what are they talking about?
It's the safest big city in the world. But
I mean, it's the world's capital.
It is.
It's going to be dangerous. People, I don't understand that.
That's actually a good idea.
But anyway, I I just wanted to give that little bit of history. In terms of New York, Philadelphia being the world's the America's first capital.
So you feel black
Things.
people should celebrate that? Do you feel?
What'd you say?
Do you feel black people should celebrate America?
Of course,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely. It's my country.
Okay.
You don't have to celebrate it. You don't have to be a part of anything. Nobody's making anybody do anything at all. If you don't want to be a part of it, God bless America and let freedom ring. That is your right.
So we shouldn't even be called
As a
African
matter of
American.
fact, I would prefer you not being there.
So you don't even think we should be called African Americans?
I didn't say any of that. That's not what you asked.
I'm just asking.
I just answered the first question and the first question only, and that is it.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you.
Okay?
I feel you.
Hi, Black Rose.
Yeah, like getting into all of that and whatnot. I was coming up because I knew that MU was going to be celebrating, but I wanted to explain to her that New York, Philadelphia, DC, those three you could hit in within at least 2 to 3 days. So
Yeah, I would
have
like
no
to do that.
shame.
I do plan on going. I mean, this trip I'm taking with my son, probably my daughter. So
yeah,
if his dad wants to reroute the trip, then I might have to do it by myself, which is kind of okay because if I do it by myself, I can do more stuff and stay longer. So, but it's just what I want to do. Especially seeing the Capitol. I know that Donald Trump is dying to meet me. I was just
yes, he is. I think I think you need to go. Yes, meet Donald.
I know.
Man, Donald
He's
will
from
tear your ass up.
he's from New York, so
Yeah. Oh God.
he's a New Yorker.
Yeah, he's from Queens, actually.
Oh,
Yes, indeedy.
Don't remind me.
That's where Daddy
want-
T was
you want to
granddaddy. I
complete
put
the
it that
trip.
way.
Well, it's
If you
okay
want to
to
complete
say
the
that you
capital
like
trip,
Trump.
but Trenton and Annapolis are also capitals.
Oh,
Well,
Trenton, New
I have no
Jersey,
shame in this, but I
Annapolis,
think that
Maryland.
was it you, Keon, that said, you are African American. I think. Have you been to Africa? I think you're American. Well, I can. If on when I just hear you, I would just say you're American.
just American.
Yeah, I would never. I would never. Make any distinguishment between you. I don't
Okay.
care if you're black, if you're white, if you're from Asia, if you're just American.
Well, that's cute, but I don't think a lot of other people in America feel that way. But I'm glad that you feel that way, though. I don't
Well,
ever
I'm
knock
I'm
your feeling that way.
European, so I have no. That's why I say I have no say in this. But I would never never make that distinguishment. Distinguish. Yeah, you know what
Oh,
I'm saying.
yeah, I know. I feel you. I feel you.
So MU, LaDawn said something very, very, very profound. She said it's
Oh, no,
dangerous everywhere. She said it's dangerous everywhere.
it is, but his daddy's like, when it comes
Where's he from? Like,
huh?
where is he from?
Who's he? Me?
No,
Pagoda.
I said you're not her daddy.
Oh, her daddy. Oh, okay. Could be. You know what I mean?
Lord, y'all gotta.
The rougher part of Palm Springs that I'm from. Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, well.
But we'll talk about it. I mean, I have a lot of influence. I mean, if I say, you know what, I want to go, but it's kind of one of those
I
things.
think that this
I
is.
want to go. I think it'd be good, and I think it'll be good for our son. But we'll see.
I think it would be absolutely amazing. Definitely to at least the capitals, the old cities as we call them. Here in Philadelphia, we have a lot of tourist attractions going on that have opened up. Especially I would love for you to if you came through to Philadelphia, I would love for you to go to the Constitutional Hall, and to sit down and to see, where William Still, a brother, sat down and wrote when people and documented each and every one of the slaves who came up from the South into freedom.
Yeah, that sounds that yeah.
And yeah, you would love Constitutional Hall where the founding fathers, and you would love that, I think.
I would like it. I think that's a good idea. I don't know, cause oh my goodness, it's already gonna be next month, and I was planning on going, so I really have to
Yeah.
put this together.
And here in Denmark, we're not free of that topic either. We owned the West Indies and sold it back to
Let's
the
let's
U.S.
do this. We're talking about America. Let's let us shine first. I know y'all you need attention right now, okay? Now I want attention. MU's talking. You want to send her a trip to go to the West Indies? That's on you, bruh. Now we're talking
Hey,
about
wait, wait. I
New
want to go
York.
I
to
have
West Indies
PMS.
too.
We're talking
Believe
about
me,
Philadelphia and DC, okay? Now, just stand down for a second. We want all the attention right now on New York, the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, which is Philadelphia and DC, okay?
As it
And so
gets
we're not
closer.
talking about Denmark or anything
No,
like
no.
that. I am going to get my property from over in Scotland, Denmark, and Sweden for my ancestors. I will be getting all of that in reparations from your country. So don't worry. I'll be
damn.
definitely stomping the yard and making sure I extract as much capital before Donald Trump comes and get y'all, because y'all going to be on the docket next.
Damn.
Probably.
Don't worry about the Donald. You better worry about me, bruh.
Yeah,
Okay. Now back to New York, the
First
tri-sector.
Greenland, then Denmark.
The
We're taking
Don't
over.
worry about that. The real deal. That's what we're talking about. America right now. But anyway,
America.
I know I'm
America.
gonna let y'all go. I know MU, you have your you have your folks here that need your attention. So let me go. I know I
Yeah,
have
no, I think
Nah, speak your shit. What you going for? Wait a minute.
no, I'm gonna
Goddamn,
keep
wait a
going.
minute.
I'm not gonna be up longer. I gotta lay it down. I have to
Yeah, she
y'all
got
know
his
I get up
back,
at
y'all.
five,
She
six
needs to
o'clock in
Yeah,
the
breathe,
morning.
she's
breathe,
got to
breathe.
lay it down. She's been
But
taking
TC,
them
that was actually
long
I
hours.
think that
These
was a great
Usually I do like
recommendation
an
for a trip.
hour, hour and a half, but I've been doing it
That was
longer.
my good soliloquy for the day. Okay, Justin.
Yeah, I think
Soliloquy. I'm actually at
that
work this early
inspired
in the
me
morning.
for a trip.
We're,
Really.
we're gonna get back to the islands later after the United States celebrates. But we're gonna get back to you, bro. Okay, because I
Yeah.
want some of that property.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna
We'll
teach
deal
us
with
how
you
to get
later.
it.
You
Yeah, I would love
might
Yeah.
to
think
write it
otherwise
down.
when you see the weather.
Brace yourselves,
Oh, you're on
Denmark.
the East Coast.
We're
Brace
coming for you, bro.
But if you can make me an American, that would be very good for me.
He's all,
oh.
please take me.
Yeah. I mean, really. If we could make, an exchange program where we take someone you don't want from there and could exchange like me, I would go
Hey,
for it.
we
Definitely.
listen. Since Carcino don't want to be an American anymore, we gladly ship him over to Denmark.
Yeah, then he can
Doc.
experience what it's like to be here. Ah,
Oh Lord, don't mention Carcino's name 3 times around here, because he will
Carcino,
show up.
no, never mind.
so
No,
he's faster than
he's playing
Candyman.
my video
Oh
right
my
now. I
god.
was listening to it. I was like, I want to curse people out, but I gotta go to bed. Like I see it playing my video. I was like, oh, that moment with him on the panel. I wanted to go off so bad, but I
What
can't.
the Bible says you shouldn't go to bed angry. So I would suggest go ahead cuss them out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna curse people out. I don't care. I don't care, y'all. I told you guys, y'all can disagree with me all day.
You can have them, right?
You can disagree with
All
me
right,
all day.
y'all.
Clever with
Listen,
his
y'all
words.
have a great day today, and I will talk with you later. All righty.
All
Thank
right,
you,
Yeah.
CC.
Bill Trump, Doc, Justin. Mr. White, MU, Black Rose, LaDawn, I will talk with y'all later, okay?
Yeah.
And
Good.
Samba, peace out, y'all.
Peace
Take
out.
care, CC.
Coming up.
Take
Aight.
care.
Y'all know
And
I'm
sir,
tired because
And rest
I
easy,
thought you were
Denmark.
shouting out Trump. I forgot we had real Trump in the chat. I thought she was shouting out Trump. I thought she was when she said real Trump.
Yeah, see how tired you are?
I'm so tired, y'all. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired.
She got
Candace, you
Trump
want to
more.
add anything before
Yeah,
I
she got Trump on the brain more than I do, and I got the Trump hat on.
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed. I am gonna order some. I think that since I want to help you guys get more in a patriotic mood, I'm gonna order like some more gear that represents our country. Real Trump said, "I thought that's when I'm tired. I don't understand anything, but I'm tired because I thought she was saying, "Yeah, real Trump." Shout out to you.
And by the way, when you come to New York, City Island is a wonderful place for
I
seafood.
gotta wake up.
Wonderful.
I gotta wake the tween up. Oh, you're tween. I'll see you soon, beautiful. Good gentlemen. Have a good day. TC, much love always. Love you, LaDawn.
See you, LaDawn. Have a good night.
Take care, LaDawn.
I was also
That avatar
I've been here for
I love it.
MU's about 5 seconds from everybody sounding like the Charlie Brown teacher.
yeah. I'm like, dude, I've been here 3 hours, you guys. I'm not even making sentences right now. I'm like,
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Claude, if I made a trip, could I be so fortunate that I could meet you in person?
Sure.
me? Oh, Claude.
No.
Claude,
yeah,
Claude,
you too.
Claude volunteered first.
He's
All right,
right
so
on
Claude's first on the docket.
from
I gotta go to
Philadelphia to Washington. I would really like that trip. It was actually a very good idea.
That is a good idea.
I was surprised when I read through the first 5 capitals of the United States. I was like, really? Trenton, New Jersey? What?
That's so funny. That's so funny. But you guys, I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I can't even do final thoughts because my brain is tired. To you guys in the chat, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. I'm praying for our country. Are we still friends?
And you're still for final thoughts or Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah.
Did y'all want to add anything before I drop? I can't guarantee I can say anything intelligent right now. I'm gonna have to just listen.
Yes, sir. Wah, 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 wah.
All right. Peace, you guys.
I'll see you
Right,
later.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good evening,
Take care.
good afternoon, and good